the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, more, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, dusty, ashy. We're not gonna settle. No settling. We're not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
New York got it on y'all breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. 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 Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs. Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs, booty, thighs, lips.
I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of people. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court.
You're incapable of running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. Leave me. You know, man, get the fuck out.
Couple of balls soon, we gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that backstreet run.
Yeah.
You got a couple of kids, you don't have no job.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that little girl, that's my job. Come in by your Texas. I'm pants, what the wood, what the money reside, what the money reside, what the money reside, what the money reside. And that's on who? Man-headed little lamb. Okay.
I'm gonna let you know right now, your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling cooch.
Because I've lost all respect for that bitch. BICTH. And I'm standing on it.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Illegal.
Huh?
Illegal. Illegal. What kind of shit is that?
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
My man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch toes. Pound town, just left pound town. Put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga.
See my man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a
Lost each other. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Lost each other. Where you fleeing to? Lost each other. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Lost each other. Where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber. What did I see?
No. 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 Hell no. No. No.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs. Find the way, my God. The dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. Party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce, Beyonce. Hold up. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. Party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce.
Yay! Happy birthday, official birthday. Happy Thursday, Friday Eve. Thank you all for being here. Hey there, besties. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, I know it's early, child. I know. I ain't had itch to do. I was done with work. I said, let's go ahead and do it early because I've been busy all week, but busy today. Like busy today, right? Didn't get to the point where it's like, all right, ain't nothing else I can do, so I got to be busy tomorrow, right? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm done. I've been online for like 8 hours or something, right? Get off here to go make this and put this shit together. Here come my boss texting me like, nigga, what do you want? He ain't black. Nigga, what do you want? Oh, do you think you can get back online? Who? I have YouTube to do, child. Yo, this ninja had the audacity and the nerve to be like, you think you can get online? Yep, tomorrow. I see you tomorrow. Because ain't nothing I'm going to do tonight that's going to make no bit of difference until tomorrow. So see y'all tomorrow. He is not happy. I don't give one damn. Anybody knows anybody that's hiring, make sure you let me know, child, because I'm going to need a new job. Anyway, shout out to y'all who are here early. Shout out to those that'll be on replay. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Get into this daggone chat if you are here. It's the best chat on YouTube. It might not start getting real crazy until after 6 o'clock because that's the normal time. But I'm trying to lay down, child. I be here in front of this desk, in front of this computer all night. I'll be here, then I'll go and hang out over at FDNHT, and they on until midnight, y'all. I'm tired. I'm trying to lay this neck, all right? That's the plan anyway. And don't be talking about me because I know it's ghetto. I'm eating, okay? I'm going to be eating. I'm telling you that right now. I don't give a damn. This is why there's really no point in me having this on because you're going to be seeing all this crazy stuff, like me eating, okay? And then people are going to be able to, you know, come up with crazy ass pictures of me like we do with Rolly Roll, right? All right. So y'all saw the title. Hopefully you saw the title. Trump versus Tiff versus DEI live stream. Who had the top story this week? Because child, there's a lot going on. And I don't know if it's Trump with all his executive orders. I don't know if it's the DEI stuff because, you know, all these people is wilding out. Shout out to the video that I dropped a few hours ago. If you didn't see it, make sure you see it after this live stream. That's your homework. Thank you so much. And then, of course, Big Tiff. And someone earlier said it's Big Tiff, and I'm thinking you're right. Now, Tiffany ain't said nothing, okay? Tiffany hasn't said anything because I've been stalking that ass, trying to see if she would do a live stream because y'all know she'll do a Facebook Live in a heartbeat. But she's been utterly quiet for some reason. So we'll keep an eye out and see what she's doing. Y'all send me stuff if you see anything, but I'm stalking her daggone page. Trust me when I tell you. So we're going to get into some Trump, some Tiff, some actually, what we're going to start with is this horrible incident from last night. So we were on last night. People start talking about what's going on with this plane crash, which is just crazy that this is what's going on in 2025, right? So I think we should get some updates on that for those that may not know, and offer condolences and prayers before we get into foolishness, because it sounds like it, or what I understand, it's a figure skating team that was on the American Airlines, and then it was an Army helicopter, I believe, that was doing something, child, whatever the hell y'all do. Shout out to the veterans. I don't know what y'all be doing. I called my dad this morning to see what he knew, and he basically is saying the same thing that like Trent and Roddy was saying last night. So he'll keep me posted on what he knows since he's close in the area. And then, of course, I'll let y'all know. But this is as of an hour ago. U.S. figure skating airplane victims. So that's who's on the American Airlines. So it's a passenger plane versus a Black Hawk crash, a Black Hawk helicopter. Child, whatever that means.
While the investigation continues, U.S. figure skating confirms several members of their community were on the flight. We've just learned the victims are 2 young figure skaters, 2 parents, and 2 coaches. They were returning home from a figure skating championship in Wichita. The CEO of the Skating Club of Boston, heartbroken.
These kids and their parents, they're here at our facility in Norwood 6, sometimes 7 days a week. It's a close, tight bond. And I think for all of us, we have lost family.
Just so devastating to hear that. 12 News' Zoe Henry picks up our live team coverage now from Milwaukee's Mitchell International Airport. Zoe, some flights there impacted by the tragedy, and I do understand that you spoke with people getting on planes today.
Oh, ain't she adorable? You're so cute. Go girl.
Right, Jaron. So I spoke with some passengers this morning, all heading to different destinations across the country, and all of them had the crash on their top of their mind.
I guess just that it's scary. We had talked about the crash this morning, and I had said that we just shouldn't think about it because there's nothing you can really do at this point. I mean, we're flying today, so what else are you going to do, you know?
I think it's devastating, and just wondering what happened and how something like that would happen at a major airport.
It's just
a major airport near DC, near the president, near Congress, near all of these rich ass people too. Okay, listen. I don't know what's going on, okay? I don't know nothing, but I'm just like, it looked like that thing was headed straight toward it on purpose. Last time I seen that happen, what was it, 2001? I'm just saying, I don't know nothing. Don't come for me. I don't know nothing.
So sad. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and everything that happened. It's devastating.
The passengers you just heard from were all American Airlines passengers heading to places like Charlotte and Tucson, Arizona. But as you heard, the sentiment all the same. This morning, Mitchell International Airport had 4 flights scheduled to depart for Washington, D.C. 2 of them were American Airlines flights, which were canceled. The other 2 through Southwest, scheduled to still take off. What are your feelings getting on the plane?
Well, obviously concerned for the victims of the crash. You know, that's on everybody's mind. I don't have particular anxiety about this plane, but I am concerned for all of those families.
So, Zoe, there is one flight that's scheduled to leave Milwaukee for DCA later today.
Right, Jaron. So one flight took off earlier today around 8:15 this morning, and another one is scheduled to take off at 3:25 this afternoon.
Okay, Zoe Henry reporting live for us this morning at Mitchell International Airport.
Thank you, Zoe. Mitchell International, wherever the hell they said this was, Wichita, Kansas. Almond Eyes don't give one damn. She said Reagan Airport has always been trashed. Child, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been there. I always go out of BWI. So I forget that it's there most of the time, honestly. Shout out to Almond Eyes for the first super chat. I appreciate you to say, hey, y'all, happy Thursday. As always, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Del Monte Green Beans. This isn't a mystery. They'll know everything that happened on that Black Hawk. I feel like there's a recording out too. I haven't heard it. Not sure I want to, because I don't like stuff like that. I don't like anything tragic, of course, but this is just crazy. I got one more for you before we go. Move on. WUSA. Not sure where that's at. Hundreds. This is about hour old too. Hundreds of emergency responders, recovery crews still on the scene of the DC plane helicopter crash. Now, what they was talking about before was they were like search and rescue, and I'm like, how the hell you gonna rescue in the dark? in that ball of fire, if you synced it, which I'm assuming you synced it, do we really think God, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but you really think that somebody was coming on up out of there? And just say that they were able to get out and then they were just in the water all night long. I don't know. Anyway, here's more of an update.
Yeah, hey there, guys. That crowd, that group of people, those hundreds of people, rescue efforts, that is still here. I want to show you what is happening here right now. If you want to look between those two trees there and way back far behind towards the water, that's where the recovery, most of the recovery efforts have been happening with a lot of these crews. We've seen them picking up what looks like pieces of debris and bringing them into that tan tent over to your left side over here. And I guess that is where they are analyzing to see what most of those things are. But we've seen FBI officials, we've seen Arlington County Police, as well as fire crews. So really federal, state, and local efforts here at Gravelly Point. And this is obviously having an effect on a lot of the people who live here in Northern Virginia as well. At Gravelly Point in Arlington, federal, state, and local officials continue to recover debris from American Airlines Flight 5342. As police boats patrol the cold waters of the Potomac River, planes roar overhead and land at Reagan National Airport, where flights resumed at 11 o'clock this morning. Kristen Clark Taylor stood and watched those planes while holding a Bible and praying.
I didn't know anyone personally, but aren't we all members of the same human race? Aren't those children there my children too, and your children too? Doesn't that make us all belong to each other?
She lives in Reston, Virginia, but like so many others whose curiosity brought them to Gravelly Point, felt comfort in being near the site.
What else would I do besides get as close as I could to the souls who perished, as close as I could to the spirit of our living God, and just say prayers.
Prayers of hope as they watch rescue crews carry pieces of the wreckage.
Prayers of strength, prayers of compassion for those souls, for the country, for the world, and just to show more of that is what my prayer is for each and every American in this nation.
Yeah, I think that Kristen there captured the emotions of what so many people are feeling and thinking right now. And Gravelly Point and Dangerfield Island still closed at this hour. U.S. Park Police also asking drivers to avoid stopping right here. You see all this traffic kind of getting towards rush hour now in the middle of George Washington Memorial Parkway. We have seen a lot of folks slow down and take out their phones, try to take pictures and videos. Police are telling you to please not do that, obviously for the flow of traffic and the potential of any mishaps that could happen with that. So again,
people are going to be jackasses regardless. Rest in peace to these people. I don't know what else to say, honestly. Decline Management said Pete Buttigieg forced equity on the FFA in the airlines. Specifically, they called to hire air traffic controllers with severe, Specifically, they called to hire air traffic controllers with severe psychological and mental disabilities. But if it was the Black Hawk, ain't that a military plane? Did he have anything to do with that? If that's the plane that went into the American Airlines, how would he have anything to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Seriously? So we want crazy ass people, yeah, I said that, to be flying the plane? That's what he said? He got to be out by now, right? I'm assuming Trump has gotten rid of him, right? Are y'all serious? What is ATC? Keita, what's ATC? Y'all gotta help me because I don't know this stuff. I don't at all. I will gladly tell you what I don't know. I don't know anything. That's why, I call my dad because I don't know shit. I just need the shit to take off, have little turbulence, and get me and land safely. Get me to where I need to go. That's it. Oh, air traffic control. Duh. Okay. My first thought was air traffic control. Dante said there was allegedly a single air traffic controller handling both planes and helicopter traffic. Poor staff. So like one person was in charge of everything, basically, is what you're saying? What the fuck? All the civilian and military pilots are DEI hires now. Child, seriously, like, come on now. Don't just say this just because, y'all. Come on now. Is that true? My husband said he ain't flying his next trip. Child, I'm gonna be on that plane in 2 weeks. See y'all when I get there. Praise the Lord. I have faith in the Lord because I'm going. Air traffic controllers instruct how the planes land to prevent crashes. So would the air traffic controller that controls Reagan be controlling the Black Hawk, would be my question. Because if it's military, shouldn't the military be controlling the military helicopter? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Not never stepping on a plane again. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Didn't you hear Trump say any of this? No, I haven't seen it. Okay, send it to me, please. Yeah. Amina says, yeah, Trump said they said they were understaffed for about 2 years. Child. And Joe Biden is gone, so you know Trump will get all the blame for all this. Because you know Trump bad. Anyway, y'all. Again, rest in peace to those people. I'm going to just let that be at this point. We are moving on. All right. We're going to do some Instagram, child. We ain't been on Instagram in a while, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So I don't know who this person is right here, but given that is about to be the Super Bowl, shout out to the Eagles. And who else is it? Chiefs, I think, that's playing each other. I'll be watching only because I'll be on vacation. Other than that, I could give a shit, right? Anyway. Oh yeah, if anybody want to give me a Eagles jersey that's pink, I would appreciate that. Okay. I will rep it all week long. Okay. I'm just saying. Where's Fa? I haven't seen Fa in a long time. Child. Or Jeffrey Woodland. No, Jeffrey Woodland was here the other day. Yesterday. Okay. All right. Ooh, I missed it. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Let me find it. So I don't have it on the computer. Give me a second. All right, decline management. All right, let's go back to this first. So, President Trump just eviscerated the FFA and blamed their incompetence on their DEI practices during his press briefing on the DC plane crash. Holy crap. Now, this is just a commenter on, what is this? Twitter. So he's like just somebody commenting on Twitter. Trump also called out Pothole Pete. Oh, Lord. Pothole Pete Buttigieg, saying he had a good line of BS. He has run the FFA right into the ground with his diversity. Lord. All right, y'all.
That I do want to point out that various articles that appeared prior to my entering office, and here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities.
Oh my God, he's reading that. Hold on. Wait. That's not funny. Hold on.
I want to point out that various articles that appeared prior to my entering office, and here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities.
What?
That is amazing. And then it says FAA says people with severe disabilities are most underrepresented segment of the workforce, and they want them in, and they can be air traffic controllers. I don't think so. This was in January 14th, so that was a week before I entered office. They put a big push to put diversity into the FAA's program.
Hold on. Who can I trust? What is the date of today? All right, he said January the 14th. I believe that's what he said. I found the New York Post. FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual. Oh my God. This breaking news right here says air traffic controller was doing the job of 2 people during DC crash, the FAA says. FAA says. This was from January the 14th, 2024. The Federal Aviation Administration is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion. Child, I am about to shut this shit down already. I know you effing lying. I know you effing lying. Under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Pause. And I don't know if it's changed by now. It may have changed by now. Let me see. FFFFAA.com. That don't work. Oh no, that ain't it. What is it called? The Federal Aviation Administration. Other people must be looking at it. Federal Aviation Administration, Federal Government Office in Newcastle County, Delaware. What? Child. Federal. Oh. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have to look at this closer later because this is ridiculous. This is crazy. Is he still in charge? He can't still be in charge, right? I gotta look at this later. This is so stupid. Targeted disabilities are those disabilities that the federal government, as a matter of policy, has identified for special emphasis in recruitment and hiring. The FFA's, why do I keep saying that? The FAA's website states they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism. The initiative is part of the FAA's Diversity and Inclusion Hiring Plan, which claims diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel across our nation and beyond. FAA's website shows the agency's guidelines on diversity hiring was last updated on March 23rd, 2022. Y'all, I can't do this. I just can't do this. This is so stupid. You know I'm gonna go look for it. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna go look for it. FAA, which is overseen by Secretary Pete Buttigieg's Department of Transportation, is a government agency charged with regulating civil aviation and employs roughly 45,000 people. All eyes have been on the FAA and airline industry in recent days after a plugged door on a Boeing 737 MAX 9 blew out during an Alaska Airlines flight on January the 5th. FAA grounded all 737 MAX 9 planes after the incident and is carrying out an extensive inspection and maintenance work. FAA added it would increase its oversight of Boeing following the incident. Oh, blame Boeing, including auditing Boeing 737 MAX 9 jetliner production line and companies that supply parts to the airline manufacturer. Oh my God, what the fuck? Following the incident, social media commenters and public figures have charged that airlines and airline manufacturers' emphasis on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives has made flying less safe. Y'all out here fighting for diversity, equity, and inclusion so that somebody can, oh Lord have mercy. Let me let this man finish talking, child.
And then another article, the Federal Aviation Administration, this was before I got to office recently, second term. The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Can you imagine? These are people that are, I mean, actually, their lives are shortened because of the stress that they have. Brilliant people have to be in those positions, and their lives are actually shortened, very substantially shortened because of the stress, where you have many, many planes coming into one target, and you need a very special talent and a very special genius to be able to do it. Targeted disabilities are those disabilities that the federal government, as a matter of policy, has identified for special emphasis in recruitment and hiring. The FAA's website states they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism all qualify for the position of a controller of airplanes pouring into our country, pouring into a little spot, a little dot on the map, a little runway. The initiative.
Let me just say, okay, that this is Donald Trump this morning, if I'm not mistaken, right? This article over here from the New York Post that's saying exactly what he's saying is from January the 14th. So last year, a year ago, January the 14th. So it's not like it took it over. What am I trying to say? It was already here in 2024. We're now in 2025. So Donald, he couldn't have, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like you know what I'm trying to say. It's not like he's making this up. This is already in the New York Post last damn year. I'm gonna look on that website. Child, I can't do this. I can't do this. This is what y'all fighting for.
Initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. Think of that. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so. I think it's just the opposite. The FAA website shows that the agency's guidance on diversity hiring were last updated on March 23rd of 22. They wanted to make it even more so. And then I came in, and I assume maybe this is the reason. The FAA, which is overseen by Secretary Pete Buttigieg, a real winner. That guy's a real winner. Do you know how badly everything's run since he's run this Department of Transportation? He's a disaster. He was a disaster as a mayor. He ran his city into the ground, and he's a disaster now. He's just got a good line of bullshit.
Oh,
the
wow.
Department of Transportation is government agency charged with regulating civil aviation. Well, he runs it, 45,000 people, and he's run it right into the ground with his diversity.
Wow. Thank you, Decline Management. Wow. What in the effing world? And yet again, another reason why Donald Trump is president now. Wow. So, of course, everyone will blame Donald Trump, after a week being in, this is all his fault. No. Lynn, it's all Donald Trump's fault. 1 week, everything is going to be his fault 1 weekend. And yet when it was Biden, it was like, you got to give him time. He just got here. You got to give him time. Because they just mad because of shit like this. Wow. I would have said the same damn thing. This article, again, is from last damn year, January 2024. We are in January 2025. Here we go again. Shout out to DMX. Wow. And this is what you want to be fighting for so that you can have people like, I'm not saying that people who are mentally challenged shouldn't work. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is bitches with kids should work. I said that. I meant that. So I should be okay with the mentally ill and challenged, like my grandmother who was mentally challenged when she had dementia. So y'all would like my grandmother with dementia to be in charge of the air traffic control? Hello? I wouldn't, and she's my grandmother. She couldn't even be left the fuck alone. Like, what are we saying right now? There's no such thing as being fucking equal. Everyone cannot be equal. Just like everybody can't win. This shit started way so long ago and has gotten so far out of control. This participation trophy bullshit is going steroid crazy, y'all. Because honestly, that's what it is. It's everybody wins. Fuck that. Everybody don't win. That's not how it works. Now, man, let me go on to dumbass women. How about that? Because, child, I'm just mad. Let's just go to dumbass women, child. Anyway, so this, I don't know who this person is, but this person is about to talk about football. You know, since it's about to be the Super Bowl, she talking about football. So let's hear it. Let me acknowledge Christy Creative. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. He said, a lot of pilots and air traffic controllers were fired due to the jab mandates too. Lest we not forget that. I guess that was Donald Trump's fault too, y'all. You know, people don't seem to remember all that. You're not an American if you don't take the jab. Who are you? You don't care about people. If you don't take the jab, you must do it. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you're un-American. Child. Forget all those commercials, all those celebrities that were saying what you need to do, what you should do it, take care of your mankind, your fellow person, all this type of stuff. No, nobody seems to want to remember that. That was your government forcing you to take medicine, forcing you and your health. And y'all was okay with that? Y'all know you wasn't okay. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. But you know y'all wasn't okay with that. But you want them to give you money. And then when they tell you what to do, you're going to be like, you can't tell me what to do. What happened to you don't want the government in your body? All that bullshit. This is the biggest issue. Then add in diversity hires. Child, this is ridiculous. I had no idea. Thank you, Chris, for another 2. He said jab mandates pushed out many experienced people. Just like with the, well, honestly, with so many different things, but the military, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have to take it? Or they had to get out? I feel like that's true. I feel like I just heard that people sued and they're about to get paid from that shit. Wow, that's ridiculous. And there's people sitting up here still fighting for this shit. It's not working. We are all not equal. Get over it. Shout out to your excellent sir in the building. Thank you, honey. Said it's pointless for them to say partial paralysis when full paralysis makes the cut. All you have to do is blink and you can be an ATC. Child, I need a job. Let me go apply. Let me see if they got any openings. Oh, yeah. They won't take me now because there's no more DE and I. So I guess I got to be qualified now. I missed my chance. Do you think they're going to, do you think that they're going to do something with the air traffic controller that was in charge that night? Like they did something wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to hold them accountable, do you think? Or if it's someone who is a DEI hire and has some sort of a disability, is that going to be a problem? So I just got a tweet from Chuck Schumer that says, I just watched President Trump's news conference on the heartbreaking, horrific accident at DCA, and I have to tell you, it's one thing for internet pundits to spew up conspiracy theories. It's another for the president of the United States to throw out idle speculation, even as victims are still being recovered and families are still being notified. It turns your stomach. Chuck Schumer, if you don't shut the fuck up, nigga, y'all did the same damn thing. So just save that shit. Child, I can't stand them. Can't stand them. Ridiculous. Let's just go ahead and you know what it's going to be this whole daggone time. Just point out every little thing. Not that they didn't do it the other way. But these will be the same people talking about, we're the better people. Y'all are idiots, okay? Fucking idiots. And they still ain't getting it together. If they took that stuff straight off of the damn site, which was an article in January 2024, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that it was true. You want to ignore all that so that you can say thoughts and prayers? We tired of thoughts and prayers. I've been tired of it. I don't know about y'all. I'm tired of thoughts and prayers. Child, now you can't even take a fucking plane, child. Anyway, shout out to Celine. Thank you so much, Your Excellence, sir. Shout out to Celine. I appreciate you. She said you were called a conspiracy theorist if you were against the jab. Yep, it's funny how the left likes to fact check only if it's people they disagree with. Child, my family was carrying on about that shit. Did you get it this year? Leave me alone. I'm not getting another one. I got one. I'm one and done. I don't need it. I've had C19. I deal with it. Leave me alone. I'm not doing all that. I got my this, I got my that, I got my this, I got my that, I got my Get it. You don't see me telling you not to do it, do you? No. So why are you telling me that I need to get it? Leave me the fuck alone. Child, this is why I don't talk to nobody, because I'm at the age where I don't give a fuck. I'll talk to anybody like this, related to me or not. Shout out to Switchblade. I appreciate you, hun. He said, what's up, Messy? What's up to you, hun? I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Hannah Boys Hungry up in here, up in here. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Everyone, of course, I already know you following our guy, Hannah Boys Hungry, because if I ain't going to talk about Tiff, Hannibal gonna talk about Tiff. I might not, but he definitely gonna talk about Tiff and Thornton Township. Thank you, honey. He said, this is wild. I gotta fly in March, shaking my head. I'm flying in less than 2 weeks, but I'm gonna do it. But I'm going out of BWI as opposed to Philly, and that's a little close in the area, but you know, it is what it is. But all this right now, all this coming together, and they still want to act like what we just saw is not what it was, meaning what we just read and what Trump just said. Wow. So did y'all tell me if Buttigieg, child, is he still in charge or no? I'm assuming no, but can somebody confirm? And who the hell is it that's in charge now? Shout out to the Scooby CC. I appreciate you, hon. He said, remember, we couldn't start grade school unless we had our shots. Now these kids have autism and gluten allergies with their shots. Yeah, we definitely had to have all our shots in order to go to school. But when they started coming up with new shit for my kids, I didn't make them get nothing new. If it wasn't shit that's been here for like 50 years or more, I don't want it. They started talking about birth control when I had to put them on birth control. They was like, oh, they can get Depo-Provera. I said, who? No, we don't do that. No, we like the old shit that's already tried and true shit. Don't give me nothing new. Well, I think that's the one where they stuck it in. No, Depo-Provera is where they stuck it in your ass. Then there was something that they put in your arm. I said, yeah, no, we don't do that. Give me the old fashioned shit. Let that shit be out here for at least 30 to 50 years first, and then I'll think about it later on. No. Not gonna be able to do it. Child, foolish, crazy. Shout out to Decline Management. He said Tucker told us years ago. All right, I believe you. I don't like Tucker Carlson, but if he did, he did. Shout out to him. Weird. Shout out to Danny Omega. You are not late. We are early. Pete was the Secretary of Transportation. Okay. So then he's not anymore. Oh, shout out to Luke Hazley. She said Depo-Provera is the reason I wasn't able to have children. See, y'all, I'm sorry to hear that, Luke Hazley. Too new. No, I don't want none of that new stuff. Take that mess up. Take that mess on and test somebody else, child. Nah, that's crazy though. Hopefully you sued them or something. Not asking, I'm just saying. Shout out to you. Shout out to Luke Hazley. Shout out to all of y'all that's in here. Shout out to Grape Tea News. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Yes, y'all, we on the road to 50K, okay? So make sure you like, subscribe, and share and do all that stuff. We're moving on. It's getting a little depressing and I'm getting a little mad. So we're going to go on to Instagram. So this lady is talking about Washington Commander. Shout out to Trinidad, who wears the Walgreens hat, which is technically supposed to be the Washington Commanders, but it looked like a Walgreens hat to me. So she's going to talk about what she thinks about the football team, Washington Commanders. And of course, it's all Trump's fault.
So nobody's going to speak on how a whole new created football team just popped up for Washington, D.C. over the weekend. Now, I'm not the biggest football fan in the world, but
if one thing is clear, it's that
I've never heard of the Washington Commanders. Come on now.
Liberals are the reason why they're called the Washington Commanders and not the Redskins.
Right. Remember all that hoopla about, oh, it's so offensive to be called the Redskins that they had to go. Child, all I know is the Redskins being from the area. They just changed it up like it was nothing. And then I didn't even know it was Commanders. One day somebody was talking about the Commanders. I said, who the hell is that? Sound like somebody in the military. Oh, no, that's the name of the Washington, what used to be the Redskins. Child, so stupid.
Literally pulled that out of their ass. And I feel like this was all set up by Trump because
Excuse me. You think Donald Trump would have had the name changed to this?
of course, their colors are red and white, and they play for Washington, D.C. When did Washington, D.C. get a football team? He was talking shit about Detroit. He said that the whole country was going to end up like Detroit.
If Kamala Harris became president, he's not far off.
So nobody's going to speak on how a whole new created football.
Anyway. We got to lighten this mood. So we're going to move on to the next biatch. She sound crazy. See, I try not to talk about things I don't know about. What's that saying? People might think you're stupid, but don't open your mouth to confirm. You know that saying. I know one of y'all know it. See, I'll just be quiet. But anyway, so this is from The Good Matchmaker. And listen to this. I think this one might be old, but listen to this foolishness.
Friend asked me to marry him. I'm going to say no. Why am I going to say no? Because we started dating 5 years ago. And then a month after we started dating, his friend started dating his girlfriend. And they had a kid after 2 years of being together. We had our daughter after 4 years of being together. His friend pays all the bills in their home. We pay 50-50. His friend got engaged last year. And we haven't gotten engaged. His friend got married this past weekend. And the crazy thing is that when we started talking, he said, if we last a year, I'd like to get married and try for a baby. So a year came by, nothing. Then he said, well, maybe after 3 years.
But you stayed. So if after your deal of a year didn't work out, why did you stay? It's all y'all's fault, though. SYCBM, gentlemen. SYCBM.
Look at it like a lease payment. You get 3 years. 3 years came by. Nothing. They said maybe 5. 5 is a big deal. Bet. 5 came.
5 wasted years now. 5 wasted years waiting around for somebody to marry you, and you staying and had kids.
Nothing. If my boyfriend asked me to marry him, I'm going to say no. Why am I going to say no? Because
So she going to say no because after all that, because the 1 year, the 3 years, and the 5 years, and she don't see her part in this, of course. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck to y'all. Moving on to the next hoe. So psychologist reveals body count of the average 23-year-old woman. Anybody have any bets? Bueller, let me take a bite. While y'all guess what you think the number is for the average 23-year-old woman as far as body count. As far as body count is concerned. I wish I had some Oh, you know what, y'all? I got something to tell you. Ghetto. Why does somebody say 300? Oh, poor Albert. All right. So before I put the video, let me tell y'all. So you know how we've been listening to they fighting. Okay. I was gonna get it. However, I got copyrighted against it. Somebody then went and wrote it that quick and can't play it. If not, we'll get a copyright strike. So can't do it. They're hitting every single last one of the videos where we was listening to it in slow-mo. And the person must have went real quick and got it copywritten because now they're like, You can't play it. And I'm like, that's okay, because they not taking my money because, you know, whatever. So yeah, so you can't do it. Shout out to Cooking with Frank. I just saw that he made a post and the same people hit him and said to him that if he paid them $500, he would let, or whoever would let him use the soundbite. Because remember, we were watching his channel when we slowed it down last night and he got hit. And they basically, in my opinion, it sounds like they're trying to get some money out of somebody. You know what that's called, right? But I was like, yeah, nah, it's not that serious. You have to be here. This is why you have to be here, so you can see what's going on in real time, okay? So no, we can't take that drop, y'all. We can't take that drop. But it's been funny. We've got a lot of laughs out of it, okay? But that's that. Anyway, all right, so here we go to find out. This is from Evolve G. He said people are afraid to take action and create a better future for themselves because they're too worried about what others will think of them. But I agree. Instead of learning how to really make a difference in their lives, they work hard as everybody does. Thing is, if you work alone and help create success. All right, I don't think this got nothing to do with the video. So here's the video, child.
Break it to you boys. The average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman.
Shout out to me. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. I'm 53. It ain't me. Good luck to you, gentlemen. SYCBM.
Let that sink in. We're living in a time, and I know this because I used to be a teacher for many years, and I couldn't believe the sexual promiscuity amongst 14, 13, 12-year-old girls, because here's what they had. They had access to Snapchat. They could send nudes of themselves to older boys or whatever it is from the age of 11, 12, nudes or whatever it is. Well, it's technically child pornography. They would start so young. And they're living in an era where there's no negativity attached to sleeping around. It's seen as liberating. So by the time a girl is 23 years old, I promise you she's slept with more men than a 53-year-old woman. Because a 53-year-old woman grew up in a time where she was shamed for sleeping around. There was no sexual liberation. There was a sanctity attached to sexuality. A 22-year-old grew up in a time where Snapchat, twerking, where...
Now, white woman or Kim Kardashian woman, you know damn well you can't talk about twerking. That means you being racist right now because you cannot talk about black women. Come on now, girl. Get it together. You know what the rules are, cha.
Wearing promiscuous clothes, going out, being on social media was all normalized. So if you think that, I'm going to be with a 21-year-old, she's going to have low body count. Guys, what world do you live in? What world do you live in? Let me break it to you, boys.
What world do y'all live in? What world do y'all live in? There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Not this house, but I'm just saying. Shout out to Generation X. Now listen, I'm not saying we innocent. I'm not saying that at all, okay? But child, she's a little bit right about you don't want the whole world to know that you was a hoe. You knew who the hoes were, though. Trust me, everybody knew who the hoes were. It just wasn't everybody. It just wasn't everybody, whereas now it seems to be everybody, you know? Shout out to Nightshade. It's not like it's those girls. It's all of them, allegedly. I don't know. Shout out to the 90s. The 90s is dead. Shout out to Coach Greg. Whatever. Good luck getting your kids married, too. Albert said Magic Johnson scared me from having sex. So should have Wilt Chamberlain. Just because he didn't get the HIV don't mean that he was doing the right thing. So, listen, I never understood why people, even though I did love me some Alvin Iverson, I ain't gonna lie. Whew, Lord. However, you can't be getting married to athletes and rappers and entertainers. Child, there's this new thing on Netflix, Wags of Miami, I think it's called. And I'll just let it play because, child, sometimes I just don't want to think. And I was watching it, and it's girlfriends and wives and ex-wives of football players and all these different people. And Kodak Black girlfriend is on there. I'm like, Kodak Black got a girlfriend? I don't think he got like one woman. And then she over there smashing up his car and just had his baby and bragging about the money and the life she has. And I'm like, girl, we know where you're going to end up. We know where you're going to end up. What do y'all think you're going to get from having babies with Kodak Black? Do he even make any music, y'all? Like, I just feel like he keeps going in and out of jail. Didn't Trump free him once? Anyway, moving on, child. Moving on to the next hoe. Or next woman, my bad. So, I of Horace 4 says, they rather be homeless than cooperate and cohabitate with a man. There's no saving these women. Uh-oh. That sounds a little MSG. We can't have that around here. We cannot have that around here. So, woman goes viral after explaining why she chose to be homeless. I was paying $2,000 in bills. Now I eat ribs. Oh, okay. Well, shout out to her. She making good monetary choices.
I'm homeless and I get ready for work at the gym. A lot of people don't understand why somebody would choose to be homeless. And honestly, rent was kicking my ass. I was paying $2,000 in household bills, and now I pay $20 for my gym membership. And this is the shower I use at the gym. When I left my apartment, I thought I'd be living in my car rent-free. The day I moved out, my car completely shut down, but it was too late to go back. I slept in that car so many nights without air and heat until one day I just couldn't take it. I told my manager I was living in a broke-down car, and now I sleep at work.
Kev G, we used to do videos on this. We used to do videos on the people sleeping in their car. I'm going to have to bring that back now that everybody is back on Tickety Damn Top. I have to bring that back. I'll put it on Messy Michon Reacts. Make sure y'all subscribe to both channels. Like the video. Subscribe if you are new. Because, y'all, they word vomiting. They really don't need TikTok. All this, we in business. That's not what it's for. It's the trauma bond. TikTok is to trauma bond. That whole thing about Trump said, if you pay child support, you get to claim the kid on the taxes, and all these biatches is going crazy. And I'm like, well, where the video? Well, we just saw a video of him a second ago. Where's the tweet? Y'all said he tweeted it. Where's the tweet? Because I know y'all would have captured it and put it all over creation. Nobody had anything. They still going along with this damn lie. Then bring the daggone dude that said that he lied, which shows no one looks into anything. Just go along with the get along. Shout out to Kwame. Ciao. Anyway, this is where you take out your food, or is this where you get food from?
When I tell people I'm homeless, they imagine me digging in dumpsters like this looking for food. I chose to be homeless because I'm tired of paying bills and I need to save some money. They didn't want to give me food stamps, so I'm out here living rent-free, eating ribs.
There you go.
And yes, I'm cleaning.
Child, that's probably Applebee's. No shade. I don't like it.
My makeup brushes in this bathroom. One thing I hate about being homeless is I'm homeless and I get ready.
Girl, just go 50-50. Y'all just being stubborn at this point. And the response was, she has her peace and is safe. Many people get into relationships for the sake of surviving, and that's a high cost in itself. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. She doing the damn thing. Okay, she tried to get her government benefits. It didn't work out. Now she all good in the hood. You go, girl. I commend her. Shout out to John Phillips in the building. I see you. I appreciate you, honey. He said, Messy missed me. Always. Shouts out to the chat. I'm late, man. Hashtag free big Tiff. I'm early, actually. It's only 6:07. I started at 5, so shout out
for work at the gym.
Coming in. You are not late. Even Mama Gemini, I give you a pass, child. I'm trying to get in the bed, okay? Moving on to the next biatch, all right? So we still on Instagram right now. So it's on site. A Latina woman who voted for Donald Trump broke down in tears as she expressed the fear spreading through her community following the immigrant deportation order. Multiple people are scared to go to work. Where I work, a lot of Latinos didn't show up. We need to come together and do something about this. Oh! When I was talking to my dad earlier, he actually told me where he lived, they actually just kind of shut shit down They shut shit down. No one knew what was going on, and all of a sudden, all the ICE agents came in and took everybody out. It's not like he didn't say what he was going to do, but we're going to go ahead and hear what she had to say. Shout out to Mr. Wombat. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, hon. Shout out to all my channel members. Thank you so much, hon. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you. Please, please, please make sure you all hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. All right, girl, what's up?
This is so crazy
Oh, the music, child.
that we voted for Trump.
She voted for him. She voted for him.
We trust him with the word that he promised us Latinos. This is crazy that starting next week, multiple cities will be hitting immigration. That is so crazy that multiple people are scared to go to work. When I work at, a lot of Latinos did not go to work. And that's crazy because we have a living too.
Child, this gotta be a joke. Child, is this for likes on TikTok? Cause child, this gotta be a joke.
I hate that I voted for him. Now I'm so scared for my family and y'all family. Y'all, we need to come together and do something about this. This is so
Y'all coming together to do something about this? Anybody? Bueller? Yeah, I just feel like this shit is fake. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. First comment says, I never heard him promise Latinos nothing but deportation. Is she okay? This is none of our black ass business. We trying to boycott Target right now. Oh, Lord. Y'all boycotting Target still. What the hell did he promise y'all? Was we not watching the same campaign? He showed y'all who he was and y'all like it. Matter of fact, y'all love it. Save those tears because now he's ripping our civil rights into pieces. The very same civil rights my ancestors, not yours, fought for. Anybody had their civil rights taken away today? Bueller? Anybody? Just checking. Are y'all enslaved yet? Y'all on change yet? Don't forget, I tried to tell ya. I tried to tell ya. Your dude, the tether extraordinaire pain in my ass, Roly Roll. Yes, Mr. Too Fresh, your civil rights. Are you in change yet? That's all I want to know. Any of y'all slaves yet? Now you just went to Target today. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all, let's just go to Target. Hold on. I was going to go to Big Tiff, but let's go to Target. Let's go here. Let's start some DEI. Oh, let's go to PBL. Let's go to PBL. So PBL got a video. I'm sure you all saw it. We're going to watch it anyway. TikTokers demand a boycott of Target, Amazon, and Walmart over DEI wrote. Child, who lying around here? Who in the hell is lying around here? You know damn well y'all didn't give up at minimum no damn Amazon. Are y'all giving it up, Bueller? Are y'all giving it up, Bueller? Let us know. Let us know. Shout out to Mr. Wombat. Thank you so much, honey. He said, even though I canceled 4 OF subscriptions in order to activate my channel membership, this channel still get on my nerves. Oh my God. First of all, you ain't shit. But second of all, how you gave up 4 OF subscription for $5? Please stop this. We know that OFs are at least $10, $19.99. You probably are over there. That's okay. You know you like it here. That's why you're here. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Y'all crazy. Let's go ahead and listen to PBL though, y'all.
So 2 days ago, I went on a little Target shopping spree getting stuff to organize my house. The day after, they announced that they're rolling back their DEI policies and practices. So come with me to return all the shit I bought.
This is America.
Here.
So Target said they don't need our money, which is great because
I need an excuse to not go back in there ever again anyway.
Did Target say that they didn't need our money, Bueller? Can somebody send me that video? Did they say that and I missed it, Bueller? Anybody?
Perfect. It works out. It freaking works out.
So as you just saw, the backlash against Target over their decision to roll back DEI initiatives is gaining traction, with people taking to TikTok in defiance and urging others to do the same. One woman filmed herself returning everything she purchased, while another admitted this was the perfect excuse to finally cut ties with Target after routinely spending all her money there. Meanwhile, Tabitha Brown and other Black brand owners featured in stores like Target and Walmart have urged Black consumers to rethink the boycott, warning that these actions may ultimately hurt the very communities they're trying to support. I've also noticed more voices speaking out about the counterproductive nature of these protests, especially considering the impact on Black-owned brands.
So one of the things I want us to think about, though, Marissa, who did Retail by Black and Target by Black on Instagram, made a great point tonight that I want to share with you. She charged us with being more targeted in our shopping. One of the things that she knows is retail space. She's been talking and working with brands for the last.
Wow, imagine being more targeted with your shopping. Imagine saving money. Imagine knowing where you're spending your money at. Imagine keeping your dollar in your pocket longer than 15 damn minutes. Imagine creating a nest egg. Imagine being able, if an emergency came up, that you could pay for it instead of going and doing a GoFundMe. So it took all this in order for these people to try to realize the shit that I've been saying for what, 3 years now? 3 years now? Child, this shit is just TikTok time. They are not going to stick to it. I promise you they're not going to stick to it. Anybody want to take that bet, Bueller? Does anybody want to take that bet, Bueller? Besides, I thought they was minding their Black business.
Last couple of years. And one of the things that most people don't realize is that the brands, when they're in a store, they are responsible for moving that product in the store. So if a brand, Black-owned brand has, inventory in Target and it doesn't sell, that Black-owned brand is basically the chargeback. They are responsible for the cost of not selling that product. So yes, we want to boycott all these stores, but the list is getting long. And so instead of boycotting them completely, I want us to consider, I'm not saying you have to, but I want us to consider possibly being more targeted in what we buy in those stores. So that means if you live somewhere and you got to go to Walmart, you're buying the Black-owned brand in Walmart. You're buying the small business in Walmart. If we're going to go to Target, that means I'm going to buy my favorite Black-owned brands in Target. As long as they're in these stores, they still need consumer dollars to make sure that the product moves and they are not hit with a bill that is astronomical that could really be detrimental to their bottom line as a business. Because a lot of these businesses in these stores are still small businesses. So that's just something for us to consider.
Like I said in the last video, you're definitely going to bankrupt some of these businesses. If their sales drop any further, you're going to prove their product can't sell through, which means Target and Walmart will dump them. If you can't sell, no one is going to want to deal with you. Then you have to think about the cost of getting rid of the product. I'm talking about they have to discount it or return it. Instead, they'll be losing money on each unit. I saw some people in the comments saying, well, they can just move the product to their own website. But you do realize that's not just some digital operation. You still have to physically pay to remove those products from Walmart, Target, or Amazon. And then they're not just stored in one place. Walmart is nationwide. Target is nationwide. All of the SKUs are not just in one location. And it's not free to ship all those.
I just started putting Target stuff in my videos for the paid promotion. Y'all make sure you check that stuff out. So I put Target in there and put Tabitha Brown stuff in there in that video with her on it. Child, what? She sell everything. I put up pots and pans. What the hell is this? A coaster? Girl. Oh, I guess it's stuff for the kitchen. She sells stuff for the kitchen. Child, I don't go to Target. I don't like it. I don't like it. I just have people deliver shit. Nobody feel like going to the store. Who goes to the store? That's so ghetto. That's so 90s.
Walmart, Target, or Amazon. And then they're not just stored in one place. Walmart is nationwide. Target is nationwide. All of the SKUs are not just in one location. And it's not free to ship all those products back. Then once you get them back, where exactly do you expect them to put all the product? In their house? Most of them don't have the space. They'll need storage. That's going to cost. Then you're also telling them to boycott Amazon too. So you can't use Amazon warehouses. The cost of them coming up with their own warehouse without any notice at that, their own insurance, their own employees, and the headache they had to go through with that too. You also have to think about those fulfillment costs. That's going to be even higher. Now, I'm going
to go to Target this weekend and I'm going to try to find something from Tabitha. Child, I'm going to help you out, girl. Don't say that I don't help out Black women, okay? I'm going to go buy something from Tabitha, child. Tell me where you got that hair from, though. It's cute. I'll wear that.
Saying it's impossible, it's definitely possible. But by the time they're done doing all of that, most of them will be out of business, right? Do you know how much money they would have lost doing all this? They're going to be in the red. And when you're already dealing with small profit margins, all of the extra unexpected cost of logistics will totally destroy their business. On top of that, their sales will drop. Why? Because all these folks telling them to basically bankrupt their own business will not see it through and patronize these folks in mass numbers consistently to account for all their losses and taking away the visibility they once had. After throwing all these temper tantrums, essentially they'll be killing all these businesses, leaving them for dead.
So I'm guessing Target is really trying to go out of business. You know it's time to stop shopping at a business when a business starts feeling itself. And it's not about what you did, it's about what you said. Well, I'm hearing that Target said that they don't need our money anymore.
Did they say that? Yo, did Target say that? I need somebody to send me the video. I need you to send me the article where Target said that they didn't want black ass money. I got a feeling that they didn't say that, but I don't know because there's so much going on. Now she got her hair from Target. I'm pretty sure she didn't. Yo, where I need someone to tell me and send me the video where Target said we don't need your black ass money. Because I'm thinking, if they said that, that's where the issue should be. That's what I'm thinking. But maybe it's just me, child. It's more important for me to care about 3 fucking letters than to care about a whole ass company that said, don't bring your black ass money here. I imagine that's how they said it. I could be wrong. Anyway. Shanita. Shout out to Shanita. She said, Tab is a great representation of my community. Well, you know that the community is not happy with Tab. I call it Tab. Community is not happy with Tab because she said, I finally understand what she was saying long-windedly the other day. She said, you need to keep coming to Target and shop with me and the other black brands. And I'm like, all right, I get it. Then you got TikTokers saying, she just want to make money. Why do y'all say that? Why do y'all say that? Why is it that you think that someone who wants to make their own money is a problem, Bueller? Can somebody help me understand why the colors think that that's a bad thing, that you want to make your own money? Should it be better to live in the hotel, to live in your car so that you could go to Planet Fitness and take your showers and go to the dumpster and get some food and eat ribs at Applebee's? Is that what we all should be doing? Bueller, I can't take it. How do these words come out of your mouth and you don't hear what you're saying? She just trying to make money. Anybody here not trying to make money, Bueller? Is there anyone here not trying to make money? Bueller, why is that a bad thing? You colors, you're so funny. Shout out to Switchblade. I appreciate you. He said, isn't every business about making money? Yeah, but when it comes to the hair line and the lashes and all that shit, you know, you should support black business. You should support black business. I'm just saying. Rainbow Kid, this is not even about Tabitha. This is not about Tabitha. Tabitha came out to say, y'all, you sounding crazy, without saying it like me. She just said it all nicely. And yes, of course, she wants people to purchase from her. It's not about her being a freaking millionaire. It's about black people just running along with shit because they think somebody's fucking discriminating, or let me rephrase, instead of doing some type of research, shout out to Big Tiff, and looking into anything, they listening to people like Rolly Roll and Clown and Steve and all those dummies that just says everything is racist. It's not fucking racist. I just put a whole video up like DEI was just invented. It was a farce. It's a fucking farce. We got laws in place to prevent this shit. Why don't they know that? Why are they not talking about that? No, we need DEI. For fucking what? What did DEI do for you? Anybody, has DEI helped anybody here? It's 233 people among two channels. Did DEI help any of y'all? If it's significant, I really probably need to see about a third of y'all say that it's helped you. Bueller, I need a third of y'all to tell me that it helped you. And then I'll concede that DEI works. Until then, I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. Shout out to, again, Generation X. Shout out to John Phillips. I appreciate you, honey. He said, Target, keep this black ass money. Hashtag still shopping there. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Post Jerome, I'm not going to pull the comment up, but I see you. Okay? We see each other. All right? I'm just saying. Because it's a lot of that who seems to be having the bigger issue, in my opinion. Because the ABCDs on my timeline on Facebook are not happy at all. No one better say anything about Trump. I'm like, nigga, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who in the fuck are you talking to? I'm going to unfriend you. And don't you love that? I'm going to unfriend you. Bitch, do it. Don't wait for shit. Just do it. Anyway, let me play this damn video, cha.
What the hell are you talking about? Our money anymore. And just like Walmart, we don't need you. See, the thing is, big businesses, we support them.
Let me just pause. Walmart, we don't need you. Walmart, we don't need you. So the next time that we see, or Target, but the next time we see a Walmart closing, a Target closing, a Walgreens closing, a Rite Aid closing, a CVS closing, we don't want to hear sugar, honey, ice, MFNT about it, because y'all don't need it. Y'all don't need it, right? We just heard it, right? Remember that, y'all. Remember that, because you know I'm going to get some videos to come.
Opening stores. We go there on a regular basis, and they think that we're the people that need them. No, we're the people that pay you. And with that being said, there are a whole bunch of other places that sell the items that you sell. Ooh. Sometimes when we go to other places, we get the items that you sell for cheaper. And another thing, since we get technical, people been complaining about your prices. People been complaining about customer service. People have been complaining, but they kept coming back.
Okay, problem solved.
Now everybody had a problem with Target all this time and nobody did anything about it. Well, that's another problem if you continue to go someplace where you weren't appreciated. I'm just saying, child, you colored, you're so funny.
All down, right? Don't go back. You probably need to stop spending all your money anyway. All this consumerism, when most of the same people don't have an emergency fund 6 months to a year. Think about it. If you stop retailing all the time, maybe you can build that emergency fund. But whatever, don't go back. Let's see if they stick to it. Moving right along.
Greetings, family. Listen, if you are not respected where you spend your money, then you should not spend your money there. You know, they're calling for a boycott of so many of these companies that have pushed DEI out of their company. And if they don't think that your money is good enough, that you're good enough to work there, then why would you want to spend your money with them?
What? Why would y'all want to spend your money at Target if you're not good enough to work there? I don't want to work at Target. Anybody, Bueller? I'm sorry. I don't want to work at Target. That's just me, though. Meemaw, come on, child.
You know, when I think back to our ancestors, they were so smart. And
the ancestors! The ancestors! I feel like maybe Jim Crow is about to come up somewhere around here, too, you know. Jim Crow is coming back in Court of Rolly Roll, child.
They were diligent in their efforts. They all stuck together. When they called for an action, they all took up that action. And you know what? It was powerful because they did not have social media. They did not have cell phones. They did not have the internet. But
you're right. So one would think that because we have all those things that it would make it be easier to get the word out to people, to organize. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to be working. Now, with regard to Walmart's boycott at Thanksgiving, this Target boycott, and when you was trying to, there was something else that they was trying to do. It just slipped my mind. But instead of having it work for us, it seems to work against us because everybody want to do their own thing because people support craziness and foolishness all the time. And then when it's something to make everything or to do something that makes sense to help your asses out, nobody want to hear it, Meemaw. Everybody want to do what they want to do until it's time to do something that you need to do. Then they don't want to do it and they want everybody help. Meemaw, I'm not helping nobody. I'm not helping nobody. If you ain't related to me, I ain't got time. I ain't got time, okay? Because, child, everybody's scamming around here. And listen, if you've been paying attention, Donald Trump is working on them federal funds, which they was scared-ish less when they thought them damn food stamps was going away. Scared-ish less when they thought them damn food stamps was going away. But wait. A change is gonna come, child.
Yet when one person or two people got together and said, this is the way in which for us to move forward.
I can't take the scoring, the delusion, or the what about your ancestors argument. Lady, our ancestors have nothing to do with these Target or Walmart DEI programs. For some reason, y'all keep trying to make Black Americans the face of this, even though we barely saw any benefits from these initiatives. You know who benefited the most from DEI programs? Non-Black women and the LGBT. Black Americans, especially Black men, were the least likely to benefit. So I'm sorry, Black Americans really need to fall back. This is not our problem. You barely see the main beneficiaries complaining. Why? Because they do what they always do. Rile up Black Americans, then sit back and watch us crash out for them. Nah, not happening this time.
No, it actually is happening this time, PBL. Oh, Rainbow Kid, come on now. You colors are the only race on the planet that are against an initiative that can help you. How can DEI help me, Rainbow Kid? Please explain. I'll wait. Help me understand how diversity, equity, and inclusion, something that was already in corporate America before it was invented after George Floyd. So how the hell did we all make it this far? So we all had to wait until George Floyd incident in order for my life to get better. Please explain. Please help me understand. Where is it that I'm missing out in my 53rd year of life, actually about to be 54th year of life, had never having diversity, equity, inclusion in my life? I'll wait. I'll wait. Please explain. I see you, Nightjade. Exactly. The DEI program Target implemented to help Black entrepreneurs get their products on the shelf. I said, how does it help me? So even if Target gave one or two people, y'all was just complaining, and I think it may have been you, that fucking Tab is a multimillionaire. So what the fuck? You just said y'all trying to spend money for a multimillionaire. Now you're talking about somebody, Target, getting their Black people products in there. Get the Black products in there, you still complain. Is that who you are? I didn't think you were this person. Come on now. Come on now. You can't be on both sides of the fucking coin. It don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Come on now. So it has to help you personally, Michon. It's about you. Yes, motherfucker. Why can't it be about me? What the fuck? Y'all ain't got no problem taking my motherfucking money every time I get paid. All I fucking do is give. I don't go to the fucking government for shit. I ain't asking nobody for shit. I'm not out here complaining about niggas doing me wrong and shit. I'm not asking nobody to do shit for me. And then we say something about this shit, and then people like you gonna get mad because we got a problem with how the money is being spent. You got fucking Donald Trump out here trying to cut back every damn thing. Y'all mad. Money out here being wasted, trying to make everybody fucking equal. We're not fucking equal. We're not equal. You just complained about Tab being fucking a millionaire. So somebody's got to give you something. What happened to all this? Everybody make $100 million. Shout out to whoever said that in the comments. Get on fucking Kendra G looking crazy, talking about you make $100 million and you need somebody else to make $100 million in order for you to be able to be with that person. And then you keep your $100 million, but they got to spend their $100 million on you. How that stupid shit sound? Everything is stupid with a capital S damn T. Now I got to give a fuck about Target and the Black people that go into Target. I don't give a fuck. Just like I don't give a fuck about Tiffany down there and the people in Dalton and Thornton fucking Township. I don't. Shit. Don't nobody give one fuck about me? Well, you can support it, but that don't mean it's a problem that we don't. You are welcome to support it. But it ain't got to be a problem. It's not going to help me. That's what you said. You said a program that's going to help you as a Black person. And I'm like, well, what is it going to do? Now you're trying to talk about it doesn't have to help you personally. There's nothing that Target has for me. I don't even shop there. But I'm going to go this weekend and I'm going to buy something for Tab, the multi-millionaire. I don't care. That's the problem right there, is that everybody thinks that everything is supposed to be for every damn body. We are all not fucking equal. If you listen to the fucking video from earlier that I made, I talked about the Equal Opportunity Act and all the other fucking laws that not only helps you, they helps women and disabled people and veterans and Blacks and women and every damn thing else. But that's not good enough. You don't even recognize that this shit is fucking made up. This shit was already in place. There are actual laws already on the fucking books. So what the fuck is DE&I really doing? Who can give out that data on what DE&I has actually done? Bueller, please send it to me. Please send it to me. People that's benefiting the most from the fucking DE&I is fucking white women. And niggas is out here crashing out. Crashing out after saying we ain't got you don't mind on Black business, because it's mostly a bunch of biatches. You don't mind on Black business and let it burn. This is the perfect opportunity to let it burn. This is the perfect opportunity to let it burn. What's happening? Fucking crash out. Anyway, come on, Mima. Shit.
Black Americans, focus on yourselves. Drink your water, take your vitamins, exercise, get your sleep, go to the doctor, take care of your families, build strong relationships with your husband or your wife, cut back on consumerism, build your emergency funds, invest your money, and mind your Black business. This is not our fight. And letting people like Al Sharpton and these other opportunists who hustle money from Costco or whoever drag us into these fake demonstrations, making us the face of DEI when we're the last ones to benefit, is ridiculous.
How many times have I showed that we are the bottom of so many fucking lists and keep doing the same shit over and over and over again on the strength of somebody's motherfucking racism all the damn time? All the time? So there's no part in anyone else's own personal accountability and responsibility for where they are, where they end up, how it goes for them. It's just always, but white people do it too. It's always white people's fault. Racism, Jim Crow, child racism, discrimination. I know I'm Auntie Ruckus and all that, okay? But it's 2025. It's 2025. And when you got Al Sharpton here having a fucking press conference, multimillionaire, mind you. But it's okay to go listen to this multimillionaire, but it's not okay to go over here to support Tab, that multimillionaire, because of Target saying that they're rolling back DE&I. My job already rolled back DE&I, and guess what? They didn't announce it. And guess what? I didn't need anyone to tell me, because I can see. I said to my girl when we went back into the office, I was like, child, I ain't heard a thing nor near one about no DE&I, because, child, as soon as that George Floyd shit hit, every company, y'all let me know if it was you too, corporate America, we're going to get together. We're going to let you talk about what you've been through. Let's discuss it. How do you feel? We're going to put a list of books together that you can read to understand what the Blacks have gone through. Now, of course, they didn't say it like that, but basically, that's what they did, and that's what they said. We understand you should be able to be your authentic self at work. We didn't know this is what you were going through. Let us know how you feel. We have this program where you can go talk to someone for 5 sessions, and then after that you'll pay, but we'll give you an extra 5 because we're here to help you, because we care. Oh my God, we care so much about the colors. That was 2020, 2021. Then going into 2022, it was less and less and less. Hired a DEI person. I said, what the fuck do we need that for? Black. Had to be Black. A Black here, a Black at that company, a Black at... So those are the jobs that they just handed out to anybody that was Black. Your DE&I initiative for shit that we already had in place. But to placate to the masses bullshit, they did that shit. And then again, it started dwindling down. Then we started going back a few days in the office. And now those people are all gone. Don't even know when they left. Don't know where they ended up. Ain't nobody talking about no DE&I. And now we got the same shit we had beforehand. That sign that I said is in the break room, it's up there. So you got a problem? I suggest you call the daggone federal government. They'll take care of that. They take care of that. I'm a Black entrepreneur too, and I've always helped my damn self. So whatever. If it's gonna help somebody, it's gonna help somebody. But guess what? All good things can come to an end. Just like them damn food stamps came to an end, meaning that they was at their max during 2020 on up, and then they came back down to the normal spot. Just like that Section 8, just like that daggone unemployment, just like that you don't have to pay your rent, just like that you don't have to pay your mortgage, and every damn thing else that was going on in the pandemic. The problem is coloreds don't plan ahead. I'm colored too, as you can see. There's no planning ahead. You think it's going to just be forever. So you out here taking advantage, and then you fell for the PPP loan. And I'm not saying nobody else did, but I ain't nothing but Black, okay? How do we keep falling for bullshit? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to understand how we continue to fall for bullshit and then think I'm supposed to listen to you. You think I'm going to listen to this motherfucker right here? This motherfucker is rich off of, allegedly, us, but scamming too. And people still listening to his punk ass. How the hell this don't work? It's 2025. What the fuck? We are not our ancestors. So you telling me that we're going to do shit from 19, 20, 30, 40, and you think it's going to work in 20 fucking 25? You have been pacified with bullshit that didn't make a difference. You got the wish of, we can defund the police. We can police our own communities. Still calling the damn oppressor. Help me understand how much sense that, child, play this shit.
So no, cut it out.
And let us move forward. It's not about taking action and just protesting in the streets and yet still spending dollars with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you know what? There's a list of those that have made those decisions, and I will post them on here. So let's move forward in unity, in agreement, because we know that God is in control.
Pay attention to the businesses that roll back these DEI initiatives. Now, first it was Meta, then it was Facebook, then it was McDonald's, now it's Target. Oh yeah, and Walmart. Y'all think
he from Maryland. So boycott everything, colors. Shout out to everyone who is here. Colors. Boycott everything, and then let me know where y'all shopping at, all right?
Think y'all slick, huh? Now I need the people with common sense, with surefire intelligence. I need you to hone in on this subject right quick and use all our energy combined to relieve the foolish of their wild thoughts thinking. These companies aren't racist. These companies aren't prejudiced. These companies don't have hidden motives when it comes to minorities. Why don't they? Why don't they? Why are they scaling back? Help me understand. Come on.
Like, what do you want me to do? Well, like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do about that, bro?
I really want to see if y'all really gonna stay in your business by not shopping at Target.
No.
So Target just announced that they're ending their DEI policy, and all I can say is I'm still gonna shop there. Everybody's talking about they're done with Target, they're not gonna shop there. But what about Walmart? What about Amazon? What about TJ Maxx? What about Lowe's? What about Home Depot? What about Kohl's? What about all these other stores that ended their DEI policies? What y'all gonna do? It's crazy because Walmart actually ended theirs 2 months ago, and y'all still walk up in there shopping all up through there. Me personally, I feel like it's so much other things, serious things right now that's happening that we need to worry about.
This is what's going on right now. And I think I said this already this week. TikTok is for sale. TikTok got popular from you coloreds over there dancing to that damn Meg Thee Stallion song. I forget what it was called. Then you got mad that the white women started doing the dance and it got more popular. Why ain't black people buying fucking TikTok, Bueller? You love it so much. You love it so much. Why y'all not buying it? It's 4 white men that's up to buy the shit. Y'all on it all day, half the damn night. You didn't go buy Twitter. What y'all gonna do? Just complain, and then when they do something, you're gonna say, we gotta get off of TikTok. Okay, ciao. I know it's me. I'm a white supremacist talking white supremacist talking points.
I don't have a problem not shopping at Target. Like, I don't have a problem not giving nobody my money. But who am I substituting up and up with? I do the papers and whites. Who and how do I substitute them? Because the quality and pricing is great.
All down my timeline, I would say about a good 95% of people on my timeline are saying they're going to go ahead and boycott Target. We're not going to shop with you guys. We're going to return everything. Yada, 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 yada.
Let's be real here. Nobody is going to stand on business on stop shopping at these stores. So it's pointless, honestly. I mean, let's be real here. Nobody's going to stop shopping at these stores. They'll do it for 2 weeks and then be right back at it because we don't have those resources at all.
And it's a shame to have to say that. We don't have those resources. I mean, I said it, and I know I'm wrong for saying it. So, like I said, where you going to go? We did this already. Where you going to go? If you ain't going to Lowe's, Home Depot, somebody say Ace Hardware, white people. Whoever else y'all said, white people. Where y'all going to go? Where? So I'm supposed to just give up my life for colors that don't give a fuck about me at the end of the day? Because if I said I needed this, that, or the third, what color's going to do for me? Laugh. Okay, child, I wasn't born yesterday. I ain't got time for this. Shout out to Poseidon MGTOW. I appreciate you, hon. He said, you don't need DEI when you got me. Shout out to Poseidon MGTOW. Shout out to Poseidon MGTOW. He taking care of me. You still crusty, dusty, rusty, musty, ashy ass bum, even though you white. That's okay though. Shout out to Poseidon MGTOW. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. He said deport EBT. They deporting it all right. Remember when we was watching all the things about food stamps, which we're gonna get back to, right? And then we was like, it's a lot of people getting their food stamps stolen. We think it's inside the house. What is that? We think it's coming from inside the house. I still think that's true. Shout out to WREM 970. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. Damn, girl, you on fire. Thank you. I appreciate you. Always good to see you. Shout out to Scooby CC. I appreciate you. He said, I vote against boycotting stamps. We still need food at funerals and family reunions. I ain't built to feed everybody. Oh, whenever we have it, it's like, everybody bring this. Somebody bring this. It's like a potluck. Not at the funerals usually, but anything else, it's like, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this. Woo, Lord. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. Shout out to your excellent sir. Thank you so much, hon. He said, I put in too much work to allow a complainer to think he's equal to me. We are not equal. I deserve more than you now. Listen, I'm just saying. Everybody want everybody to be equal. There's just no such thing. But continue to let them damn progressives, liberals, Democrats make you think that that's just not how it works. What do I look like being mad at people who are millionaires? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Like, why would I care? You did whatever, or you got the money, whatever. What am I going to do for me and mine? That's what I need to be concerned about. I don't give a fuck. As long as you ain't bothering me, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Appreciate you, hon. He said there's no Democrat Party without keeping minorities in a victim mentality and giving them breadcrumbs. And yet the trail of breadcrumbs continues to work over and over and over again, even in 2025. This whole damn thing with this DE&I thing and all the crash out. And it's like that girl that yelled in that video. Y'all, make sure you watch that video if you haven't. Yelling in that video talking about this is what DEI is. Girl, this is what the law is. You're talking about something that's not even a law. It's 3 letters. It's an acronym that was put together to placate y'all. It worked. It's doing absolutely nothing. The shit has been going. It's just people that are now saying it out loud. This shit has been going. Thank you so much, Live from New York. Thank you, John Phillips. I appreciate you. He said, gave $5 just so you can get Maureen old self off the screen. Hashtag we not the same. Is that Meemaw? I guess you're saying that that's Meemaw. Shout out to Woke Quill. I appreciate you. He said the master plan is build up enough white guilt that they just cut a check. Build us Wakanda, then hand over the keys. Just trust the process, Michon. Listen. I don't think there's a plan in place because this planning is just not something that's done in the community. Blame your mama. I said what I said, right? My whole where I grew up was all black. It was safe. It was black. It was a school a block away. Everything was there. I'm pretty sure it wasn't black owned, but everything was right there. It was safe. Everybody looked out for everybody. That's not something that's going on in 2025. That's why I don't care. If I was walking home, there was someone watching me walk home. If I was walking to the laundromat, there was someone watching me go to the laundromat. If I was going to the store to play numbers, just don't worry about that. For my grandmother, then someone was watching out for me. That's not what it is. That's not how it is. So how in the hell do you think that you can use tactics from a different time in these times? It just won't work. Maybe I'm wrong. But one would think since you can get foolishness out here and go viral over dancing your funky ass on top of a disabled person, then help me understand why Al Sharpton or whoever, not even him. Just somebody can't get a daggone boycott together that makes sense. Y'all can't even stay away from Gucci, Fucci, Poochie, and Lucci. And they play in your face every damn day. Every damn day. Child, I support black business because I'm telling you, I'm going to Wingstop when I go to daggone Miami in a few weeks. I promise you that's where I'm going. Whether it's on the way in or it's on the way out. Shout out to Rainbow Kid. Thank you so much. He said, Michon, you up in here being ignorant, but I love you still like all my black people and your dusty moderator, Mama Gemini. Oh, I've been called worse by better, but call it what it is. But I ain't out here begging nobody for shit. And I don't care about no fucking DEI because I know the law. But thank you for being here. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
I call it for what it is. We don't have those resources to continue to buy where these stores are not allowing this to happen. We don't. Argue.
So you're supposed to, let's go ahead and use Rainbow Kid as the example. You're just supposed to just figure it out and go without, basically. Because just imagine if it's like, all right, you're not going to go get your toilet paper from Dollar General, okay? Because that's where I get my toilet paper from. So you decide you're not going to go there because it's white people and they decided to get rid of their DE&I. So I shouldn't go there, and I can't go to Walmart, and I can't go to Target, and I can't go to Lowe's or Home. Where in the fuck am I supposed to go? Bueller? Anybody? Rainbow Kid? Where? Where? Tyrone, listen. It was her. She would send us to the store. It was a different time. In the 70s, you could go do some things because there was people that looked out for you and watched for you. They don't do that anymore. It's not a thing. I'm just saying. Shout out to Mama Gemini. I appreciate you, hun. She said, of course, Rainbow, quote unquote, kid is upset about DEI. Well, we know. They the ones who benefited the most. Them and what women? Shout out to Mama Gemini. And beside MGTOW, Dollar Tree, I'm still mad at them that they changed it to $1.25. I still can't calculate that shit. I'd be mad. Not today. We've talked about her all week, but I'm gonna talk about her in a second.
With me if you want. We don't.
She's 100% right. Absolutely. That's exactly what I was saying in the Tabitha video, telling people to stop shopping somewhere, but you don't have an alternative. And it's not just Target, Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, or Lowe's. It's a bunch of companies. Then you're telling Black-owned brands to remove their products from these businesses, but you don't have a Black network from the sourcing and manufacturing process to logistics distribution.
Just go to TikTok. That's the answer to everything.
And mass retailers to see it all through. Once upon a time, a long time ago, we had it, but y'all didn't want that anymore. So you wreck your own Black businesses just to go sit at the lunch counter with white people. And then once you got these brands on the shelves with white people, now you're still mad, telling them to wreck their businesses once again to separate from the same white people you wanted to be included with. All at the same time, you don't have an alternative plan. Instead, you got Al Sharpton hustling y'all talking about going to Costco. Okay, tell me what Black brands.
Make sure you pay that yearly fee to Costco. Don't forget about that.
I want to buy at Costco. Obviously, they didn't think this through.
There's a lot of people upset and angry that Target and Walmart ended their DEI programs. And now they're saying they're going to boycott Target and Walmart. Let's just be real. Let's talk about it. You know you're not boycotting Target or Walmart. You know that these are your to-go places where you shop at. You're just upset and mad that the media has convinced you that it's going to affect your life in some type of way.
Thank you for saying it that way, ma'am. Thank you for saying it that way. Shout out to the legend in the building, because that's exactly what it is. Listening to the fucking media, the blogs, Al. Yeah, child, y'all know the list, y'all.
Most people, and I'm just going to say it, Black people, you are not benefiting from these DEI programs. These programs were aimed to target and uplift people that were transgender, people that would hail more democratic ideologies. The average working American Black person was not affected in no way by DEI programs, okay? So you know it. You just allow this media, this propaganda that's being put out to make you say something that you know is not true.
Look, child, I guess she ignorant too, child. Because, you know, it's always insult the person and what they saying when you're not getting your way and you don't like it. So I guess she ignorant too, child. Anyway, shout out to Mama Gemini. Thank you so much. She said, how that Chick-fil-A boy... Girl. How did Chick-fil-A boycott go? The same way as the Walmart at Thanksgiving, just like this one with Target. It's just a way to get the fucking followers up. Child, these people full of it. We would have nothing if we depended on Black businesses, because nobody wants to take the time to truly establish a Black business to continue to go on and on and on. One, somebody gonna be jealous. Two, somebody don't want to do it no more. Or three, everybody gonna want to fucking hook up, so you can't make no money. Say I'm lying.
Where else you gonna shop at? Where else are you going to shop at? Are you going to buy your things from your local grocery store? No, because the price tag is much more. So you go to places like Walmart and Target, aka Target, to get your items. You're not going to boycott anything. You just follow her. You're going to follow the train, whatever this media tells you to do. Walmart and Target, don't worry about it. They're going to still be in these stores shopping and buying their products. You guys got to stop being so simple-minded and stop letting propaganda infuse you to get on this internet and say things that you really know you don't mean and you're not going to do.
You have to admit she's right. These folks are using us once again to raise sand about something that was primarily benefiting other people, not us. They only used us and used our struggles and history to get these programs going, only to let everybody else hijack them from us anyway.
Anybody young back there standing behind Al? Bueller? Anybody see anybody young back there? Bueller? Okay, I was just checking. Did y'all see anybody? Let me know. How old do you think they are?
Now they got us crashing out on the internet while they're all sitting back sipping tea and eating popcorn, watching us fight their battle. But I'm here to tell you this battle is not yours, Yolanda Adams. No, this is not our business. Now, if you decide that you don't want to shop at Target, Walmart, Amazon, any of these places, that's cool. That's your decision. Do what you want. Go where you want. Buy where you want. But the whole let's make this a movement, we got to fight for our ancestors BS, it's just another ploy to control us. We got to stop being so emotional and be more logical. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started.
Yeah, we didn't start it, child. Shout out to PBL. Big Boy said it was all boomers. I think that you might be right, child. Anyway, all right, more DE&I, child. Previous federal DEI put demographic criteria at front of the line. Representative Byron Donalds and Cuomo. Is that how you say his name, Cuomo?
Member of Congress, Republican Byron Donalds. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you and the family.
Good to be with you, man. Happy New Year.
So, Byron, the main concern is if DEI isn't forced as a focus, you will not have representation and inclusion of minorities, regardless of foundation of merit. And that's why it needs to be a point of emphasis. What is your response to that argument, and how do you assure that everybody gets a fair chance?
Well, first of all, let me just say that DEI and the construct of DEI hasn't even been around long enough to even make that kind of a claim. We've had diversity of viewpoints, diversity ideas, not just in the federal government, but in the private sector for decades. The equity piece that was really introduced during the Biden-Harris administration at the federal level is the one that has a cause of concern because it ignores merit, it ignores skill sets, it ignores the ability to actually do the job and puts your demographic criteria at the front of the line before your actual qualifications. Look, I think at the end of the day, everybody wants to make sure that people who are getting jobs are qualified to do them. That is most important. But you can't put just diversity for diversity's sake ahead of qualifications. It's not 1972, it's 2025. We're in a different phase in the United States of America. And so I would argue that yes, meritocracy does matter, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever the case might be. You have to have the skill set, you have to have the merit in order to acquire these jobs. Your diversity or your intersectionality cannot be the driving force because that does discriminate against other people who might be more qualified for that job.
And what about people of color?
We actually want people to be qualified to run these damn planes in the aviation system too. Can I just throw that out there? Is it too soon?
Who are qualified, but don't get the opportunities that people who are in the majority get because of the inclination of employers and legacy and other acceptance mechanisms.
Well, let's just dissect that for a second. There's always going to be a legacy bias because the truth of the matter is that people who have legacy or have different connections, they're going to provide those connections to their children. That's just a fact of life. That's not a white thing. That's a parent thing. Every parent does that regardless of their skin color. You could look in the NBA right now where you have a lot of prospects moving up who are now the children of former NBA players. Why is that? Because their parents, their fathers actually went through the NBA process.
Uh-oh. Is he talking about LeBron and Bronny? Did I see Stephen A. Smith say that LeBron should take Bronny out of the NBA because he's not ready? Bueller. Did y'all see that? Oh, no. Shout out to Switchblade. Thank you so much, honey. Said, bet they won't boycott 1,500. You mean made by white people? I'm feeling like you might be right about that. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sean Knight. I appreciate you, hon. He said ABCD done effed around and found out them forgot how we operate over here. Child, everybody can get it here, child. Everybody can get it here, especially when you want to get mad and start calling me names. Like, what are we doing? What? I gotta be like, I gotta feel bad because something should benefit me. Like, when does the middle class ever get a benefit? Like, we're just supposed to sit here and just say, fuck it all and just give everything up and never get anything and then be quiet about it and just sit in the corner. Fuck that. No. Too long, okay? Too fucking long. Fuck that. You get out here and you fucking work. Stop having fucking kids and don't think that the government gives a fuck about you. They don't. They don't. Exactly, Kev G. It's always about it's free. I don't want shit to be free. I don't want the shit to be free, okay? Y'all want shit to be free. And then when the person that's giving you the free tell you something to do, you don't want anything to do with them. How is it that one breath you want all this shit from the government and then you turn around talking about the government shouldn't be in your body? It's the same. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. Anyway, child, come on, Byron.
Whether they were superstars like LeBron James or not superstars, but they were able to use their connections to help their children achieve a better path forward in professional sports. That happens in every industry in our country. So put legacy aside. The key piece is if you have the talent and the ability to actually walk in the door and earn a position, yes, you sometimes have to work your way up from the bottom. I started my career in 2003 out of college. Black kid in Southwest Florida, had no connections. I started at the bottom. I worked my way up. This is how it is supposed to work. But if you just supercharge somebody past the initial starting blocks, do they have the requisite skill to to get there, and do they have the requisite experience to stay there? That's where some of the DEI stuff that has come out. And again, this is very recent. Like I said, diversity has been a staple of corporate America for decades. That's something that's been there. But the equity component, trying to move somebody ahead of the line simply because of their intersectionality, actually does not work. It is discriminatory. And if you don't believe me, ask Harvard how that's worked out, where they were sued in federal court for using an equity lens and ignoring the merit that was achieved by Asian American students.
Yeah. Representative Donalds, I know the case well. I cited it in the introduction. I appreciate you articulating the position of the administration. It's good to see you. We'll talk again.
Oh, that was quick. I thought it'd be a little more than that, but all right. Well, that takes care of that. Shout out to Cuomo and Byron. Shout out to the legend. Thank you so much, hon. He said, we've been going through this since the 80s. It used to be called affirmative action. Jobs got a tax break for those hiring. There's nothing new. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Yep. But anyway, there they go. There's that. Moving on, child. Moving on. Where are we going? Let's go to more diversity, equity, inclusion, child. We'll go to our friend, the Isaiah channel. Not the channel, but the Isaiah Factor. Corporations pull plug on DE&I programs. Oh, let's see what they got to say over here. Hold on. Shout out to Rainbow Kid, a member for 3 months. I see you. I appreciate you. He said, I never needed or benefited from DE&I a day in my life. 815 credit score, no financing, cash money. Don't be mad. Get like me, but you won't. Who you talking to? Because I know you ain't talking to me. I'm going to give you a chance to acknowledge who the fuck you talking to, member or not. I know you're not talking to me. I clarify, please. Who you talking to? I'm going to need you to go ahead and clarify who you're talking to. I'll wait. Shout out to Live from New York. I appreciate you, hun. He says, is AI a part of DEI hires? AI? Can we get rid of Siri? And oh my God, I hate Siri. Y'all know bitch probably come on at any time. When I ask for her, she don't say shit. When I'm just sitting here talking, bitch start talking, child. All right. Just gotta make sure. Just gotta make sure. All right, then let it be. Let it be. Anyway, so we're gonna listen to Isaiah, child, and see what he got to say with his guest over here. You know I'm gonna fast forward.
And thank you for joining us for the second half hour, The Factor Uncensored. Breaking news tonight, President Trump has directed the Pentagon to come up with transgender troop policy that likely sets in motion a future ban on their...
The Pentagon better find that damn money. He gonna find that money, y'all. You know the Pentagon been losing money. He gonna find that money.
Service. Now, this comes as Target joins a growing list of corporations that have ended their diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, also known as DEI. Now, the retailer announced a new strategy on Friday, ending the company's 3-year diversity, equity, and inclusion program.
3 years. Shout out to me. I know Siri's spying on me just whenever she feel like saying something. Like, what in the world? And then I got all Apple products, so they all probably spying on me. The phone, the computer, the iPad, the watch, everything. Just sitting up here sending messages to Donald Trump.
Programming goals. This follows similar policy changes at other businesses after the Trump administration.
Oh, McDonald's too? Y'all gonna stop taking the kids to McDonald's? Is that what y'all doing? Bueller, come on now.
Rolled back federal DEI programs. Joining us to talk about it, publicist Brigitte Holding. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored. Of course, when we talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, for those who don't know exactly what it is, because it's become a dirty term now.
What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? I know I'm not supposed to say anything. I know I'm not supposed to say anything. The Crown Act and all. You should be able to wear your hair any way that you want to, child. Do your thing. All right. I mean, this is the Isaiah Factor, so I guess it don't matter. But now look, I'm open to a new wig, child, but this no, it's too much. And I like big hair. No, that's too much. Let me focus.
Now, but what is it?
So basically, diversity, equity, inclusion was including those.
What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? Mama Gemini, she said she looked like the line from the Black. About the Wiz, girl. Woo! Lord, 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 help your people. Oh my God. You're wrong. You shouldn't talk about black women. Oh, but y'all talk about me all damn time, but I should shut the fuck up. All right, well, I'm not. And it look crazy. All right. It could be her hair. It's not, but go on. Come on, child. I'm concentrating. Come on.
Those of minority status, whether it was African Americans, LGBTQ plus community, Hispanics, brown and black people. And so that was just to give them an opportunity to work in the company to move up without discrimination.
All right, let's go to our big board first on the list. Target. Has there been any pushback, any blowback for those who may shop, those minorities who may shop at Target?
Well, now there's some talks of maybe boycotting Target because it's like you get rid of
some talk. Mm-hmm.
Your program. Now, understand that Target was forced into diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to be a part of the program to begin with.
Right.
So for them, it's almost like, okay, we don't want to do it anyway. So yes, I think the community, the minorities will see that and go, should we still shop there?
It's kind of like Costco, who is standing its ground saying, I'm not getting rid of our program. We're
And
going
Apple.
to keep it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, next on the list, my store, Walmart. All my life I had to fight. Who knew Walmart would be a battle?
Walmart is like, and it's kind of a catch-22 between Target and Walmart because they have all the things that we purchase from there. Yeah.
At an affordable price.
Absolutely, including Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if we don't get it from there, then we go on Amazon, but then it's like, where else can I buy it? Because to go to those individual companies to buy them, it's a little time consuming, and really nobody's going to do that. But until we find our own, we're kind of in the
Can we walk away from those?
Oh, until we find our own. What's she talking about? Our own what, child? What's she talking about? Until we find our own what, girl? No. Just continue on with the boycott, child. Don't buy nothing from there. Y'all figure it out.
Stores. Is it possible?
It puts us in a catch-22. Like I said, they provide all the things that we need at discounted prices. It's easy to get, easy to come by. But if you go individually to those companies to purchase, that's a lot of stuff to buy from individual companies, especially on Amazon. You can just click, purchase.
And it's at your front door.
Exactly. It's at your
McDonald's
door.
is on the list.
Well, I don't eat McDonald's. I'm vegan. I haven't eaten McDonald's. However,
but there are millions of Americans who do.
Billions. There are over a billion served is their slogan. And so it's unfortunate because most children, that's who they cater to, want McDonald's. And most parents are like, hey, let's go to McDonald's Friday. That's your treat. So that's kind of tough too. But you guys should be feeding your children McDonald's.
What else do we have on the list, guys? Meta platform. So
now, this is tough because
Meta is tough. Meta is tough, y'all. That would be Facebook and IG. Now, where are people gonna advertise their OF? Twitter, Facebook and Instagram are Meta, and WhatsApp, right? And CapCut, I found out. Oh no, yeah, I forget. Who has CapCut? TikTok. They messed up with CapCut. I think WhatsApp is through Meta. Can't take that away. So now what y'all gonna do? Give up IG. I did it for the gram. Give it up.
Facebook,
that's my
that's
Facebook,
your Instagram,
all the social media stuff. And I use Meta. And so now it's like, because it's easier for me to post different things for my clients because I use it for business. So now Meta is.
Oh, well, we can just use the excuse I use it for business. See, that's why I just come out here and I'll be like, I don't give a fuck because y'all don't give a fuck about me. She already hair-splaining away why she's going to continue to do what she do. Just stop it. It's bullshit. It's just selective outrage yet again. I mean, you don't like to admit it. Not y'all. You know what I'm saying. Don't like to admit it that we don't own anything. So to say that you're going to boycott something to go get it nowhere is just talking. That's it. It's just talk for talk's sake. It makes no sense whatsoever. I'm not saying that you have to go to Walmart or you have to go to the other one because you can go to Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Shout out to me. Okay. I'm just saying it's still white people. They still got rid of their DEI because that was all based off of the current president, in my opinion. And they went along with it to appease everybody because that's what people in business do. And now they say we ain't got to do it no more and pretend because who thought it was real anyway? I know I didn't. In corporate America anyway, I knew that shit wasn't real. But what do I know? Shout out to John with another 20. I see you. I appreciate you, hun. He said Jasmine from Boondocks mom in the building. Hashtag, what do you want from Messi? Yeah, what do you want from me? Now, I don't know who Jasmine's mom is. I know Jasmine, but I haven't seen Jasmine's mom. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone who is here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Going away with DEI, but it's like, okay, do I go back to posting each client individually or do I still use the platform? So that's put us in a catch-22 because of social media, and a lot of us are influencers that use it.
All right, the car that you drive, Ford, at the top of this list.
Well, I don't drive Ford. You know what it stood for back in the day. I'm not going to say the acronym, but I mean, we're in Texas. A lot of people drive Ford trucks.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Number one truck here in Texas.
In Texas. So I think they'll probably be fine because there are not a lot of minorities, if you will, that drive Ford trucks. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there.
I just became a pickup truck driver. Not Ford.
Okay, see?
Yeah.
There are not a lot of minorities who drive Ford. Child, just out here saying any old ignorant ass thing. There are not a lot of minorities who drive Fords. We used to have a Ford Lariat, one of the best trucks we've ever had. It got stolen. But the point is that it's just saying ignorant shit. Black people don't drive Fords. What kind? Oh my God. I'm supposed to take you colored seriously. I'm supposed to take you colored seriously. That's so ignorant. That is so damn ignorant. That's for... Anyway. Shout out to the legend. Thank you, hon. He said, I wonder if her... Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. I don't even know. Goodbye. Oh, my God.
By Ford.
I said, I've been in Texas too long. I need a truck. All right, Lowe's is on that list.
Well, Lowe's, they could have a problem because you also have Home Depot, and they've been kind of competing these years anyway. And so with Lowe's, they have another choice. So that's a choice. And it's also a choice to drive a Ford truck. You can decide to drive one or not. You just said you have a truck, but you didn't get Ford. So that's a choice.
There you go. All right, Harley Davidson.
I mean, this was a shocker for me. Even though they had a DEI program. I mean, that's been back since the 70s. I'm aging myself. I mean, you know, what you saw.
Right.
So now Black people don't deal with Harley. This woman is so ignorant, okay? Just the things that she's saying. But I know enough of y'all, not y'all, will come through and identify with this bullshit. She's saying some of the most ignorant, egregious things right now that makes no sense at all. Make no sense whatsoever. You're surprised that Black people patronize Harley Davidson. My own sister is freaking a biker. So she definitely does. And she's with a whole Black ass group. And I'm pretty sure that y'all in y'all's area got a whole Black ass. What is it that happens down in Virginia, child? The white people go one week that are bikers, and then the Black people go the next week, or vice versa. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I believe it's in Virginia Beach. So where they getting their shit from? So you think that they don't have Harleys? My husband had a Harley Davidson at one point. Yep. Shout out to Woke Quill. Black Bike Week. So where they getting their shit from? I'm not saying that they have to get it from Harley Davidson, but the odds are if you are a biker, you're getting something that's Harley. My sister's bike is a Harley. My husband had a bike, it was a Harley. Like, just over here talking ignorant. I'm so surprised. Ignorant. This who y'all be listening to? Anyway, there's a lot of people, exactly. Lots of Black people are into biking, and they are bikers, and they participate and shop at Harley fucking Davidson. She's so ignorant. Shout out to Mama Gemini. Thank you so much, honey. She said, I think the farmer forgot to shave her. She gonna get hot. Lord. I'm trying to concentrate. Trying to forget her daggone hair because of the ridiculous comments that she's making, child. This is crazy. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you.
For Harley Davidsons, I just don't know very many minorities that.
And we have John Deere and most.
So just because she don't know any minorities.
And cores on there.
John Deere tractor and lawnmower. I mean, again, that's a choice. If you want to, you can, but you have other choices.
And do you think some of these companies, is it possible that some of these companies may say publicly, we're not going to do this, but they continue their efforts in the background?
I think so because let's be honest, DEI works for business, and that's what it was there for. And to take it away, they'll see.
Yeah, and we've seen many companies be tone deaf to the public. When
Anybody got any stats on how much DEI has helped business, Bueller? I mean, it's been a whole 3 years. What's the stats on that? People just talking with no proof, just saying shit.
there's no people of color or diversity in that boardroom. We'll talk about it. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue this conversation after the break here on The Factor Uncensored. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. President Trump's first set of executive orders put an end to federal diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. He put nearly 400 federal DEI workers on paid leave and cut nearly $420 million in current and impending federal contracts focused on DEI initiatives. President Trump called these DEI programs discrimination and insisted on restoring strictly merit-based hiring. Joining us to talk about it, CEO of Regal Media, Todd Smith, and publicist Brigitte Holden. Glad to have you all here back on The Factor Uncensored. So Todd, first let's establish this.
Yeah, to back away from the main.
When we talk about those who benefit from DEI and affirmative action, who's at the top of that list? White women.
Uh-oh. 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 No, sir. No, sir. Sounding a little racist.
Who's at the top of that list?
White women.
According to
statistics, but a lot of people look at minority programs.
Once again, I don't think they heard you.
White women. White women. You know, but most people look at affirmative action, they look at DEI and we're the scapegoats.
Yeah, they hear black.
They hear black people, but that means minorities. That means everybody who's not a white male benefits from this. And Trump.
Oh, so what he's saying is what I've been saying is that everybody gets grouped in. Y'all ain't paying attention. You fighting for something for somebody else yet again. Banana in the tailpipe. Okay. And then if I say that I should benefit somehow, then I got to be wrong because I never get a benefit from anything. Sure.
Trump is talking about, this is the reason why we need affirmative action in DEI. You talk about merit-based. How merit-based is it if you give jobs just to your buddies at the golf course? Or if you give jobs just to your cousins and people who grew up in the neighborhood with you? We don't have access to that. So you might not have earned that job, Donald Trump. You might have just got a rich daddy. Your daddy might.
So why aren't we doing that? Shout out to Big Tiff. Why aren't we doing that then? Because it looks like we getting the job. So is it DEI? Who are they? Tiffany, Karen Bass, Chang Tao, the lady down in Louisiana, child, LaToya Cantrell, Doogie, Brandon, Eric Adams. Eric Adams brought all his friends in. I'm gonna give him credit. Eric Adams did bring all his friends in. How come nobody else seems to be doing that? Bueller? No? All right. Whatever. Shout out to Murph. I appreciate you. What is this velvet, child? Listen, we trying to focus. We trying to focus. Focus. Shout out to Murph. I appreciate you, hon. Shout out to No Sniveling. Thanks so much. He said, can you ship us some cans like yours to Thailand? Okay. Is this Trinidad in disguise? Stop this. Thailand, shout out to Thailand. What are you a passport, bro? What's going on? Let us know what's up. Thank you so much, hon. Shout out to TQS, who has ascended from the sky. Shout out to you, hon. He said her weave was made by 100% lion ass. We are trying to concentrate. Let's concentrate.
Might not have earned that money. He might have just got handouts from the government to house soldiers coming back from World War II, but we won't get into that. The Trump family did not get what they got based on merit. They got what they got from handouts and fraud. Let's call it a spade a spade. So when you turn that
could be considered defamation, sir.
That emphasis on us. We never had those benefits. We were always taught we have to work twice as hard, 3 times as hard. I didn't get to benefit. I didn't get to go to an Ivy League school because I didn't have parents that graduated and I'm a legacy. Black people couldn't go to those schools a lot of times. My parents grew up in Louisiana in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. First generation college graduates. They had to get it out the mud. So when he tells me that my father, myself, my mother, we got it because of discrimination, it's real disrespectful. You have no idea what Black people went through to get to where we are. And equality starts to look like discrimination to people who've never had to deal with inequality. Mm-hmm. White people have never had to deal with inequality other than white women, but not on the racial aspect. So this looks like discrimination to them. No, this is fair treatment. And you have to get used to it. This country will be predominantly minority in a little while. If you don't accept that fact.
When the country going to be a minority, Bueller? When? And even if the country is minority, who's still going to own all the shit? Who's going to still own all the shit? As we can see by the list that she just went down a second ago. Child. So what I'm hearing is that since we had to suffer, meaning him and his family, that means everybody else has to suffer in order for everything to be equal. Okay. Child. He ain't no different.
There's no laws and nothing that you can change that's going to stop this momentum. We're here to stay. We're going to be in these jobs. We're going to be in these boardrooms, and we're going to be president again, Trump. Trust me.
And so with that said, really quick, Brigitte, when we think about not being the number one, we're not even in the top 3 or 4 on that list of benefactors to DEI. And
we are not even in the top 3 or 4 in the DEI list. We ain't even in the top 3 or 4, and y'all out here crashing the entire fuck out again for somebody the fuck else.
In affirmative action, how, will it really impact us a whole lot?
It won't impact us, but the thing is, remember last year with Harvard.
It won't impact us. She say that really quietly, right? She gonna say that really quietly, right?
When they first started that with the affirmative action, and the Asians were like, hey, this is not fair. And then, you know, white kids were like, somebody took our spot. So we've been kind of flying under the radar, if you will, because they've been doing it thinking that they are hurting us. But we're resilient people, and we've always fought and come back to the top. So I don't think it'll hurt us at all. We're number 7 on the list.
Way down the list.
Number 7 on the list. So in other words, at the bottom of another list.
Right.
Oh, it's funny over here. Let a white person say it. Oh my God, that's so racist.
LGBTQ and disabled.
Disabled for us. I mean,
a lot of times when we were discriminated against, it just built our community more. We supported our own. We were self-contained, the Black Wall Streets of the world. So the devil meant it for harm, God meant it for good. You're really just going to galvanize us and bring us closer together. We're going to support companies that support us. We're going to support schools that support us. We're just going to take our money and put it to where it's appreciated. And if you don't appreciate our business, you don't see our value, you won't get any monetary value.
Could that be a slow road to segregation again?
It looks like it's the way it is.
But why should we? Why are Black people the only ones who have to assimilate? Why do we have to put the effort into integrating and supporting other people's business and coming together and showing that I'm the better person? Why isn't it the other way around? Why isn't it reciprocal? Why don't other races assimilate into our culture without gentrifying it? Why do we always have to go to the...
Because we allow that to happen. What am I missing? We allow that shit to happen. We don't want to own anything. How many times have I said this, y'all? You go ahead, you should buy a house. Everyone doesn't have to own. Okay. Well, what the fuck? How the hell you going to develop at one of the easier ways, in my opinion, wealth if you don't buy property? What the fuck? You say that, you get people to push back. Everyone isn't meant to own. You don't know? Fine, I don't know. You probably shouldn't have kids out of wedlock. You don't know. You can't tell me what to do with my body. All right, fine, whatever. You know, maybe you should come together with someone, your money, their money, come together. You build wealth that way. Then you figure your life out. Then you have a family. You can't tell me. You don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. Y'all, I can't. I cannot, child. You can't reason with the unreasonable. Just think that you're going to tell somebody else what to do. You cannot tell white people what to do, child. You can't even tell Black people what to do. But sit there and continue to keep hope alive. Just sit there and continue to keep hope alive and worry about what it was instead of dealing with what it is and figuring out a way to move forward and stop giving everything up for money. Because the neighborhood that I used to live in, that I was telling you about a little while ago, that was all Black, that was all community, it was all, everybody knew everybody was watching out for each other. They sold it. They sold it for the almighty dollar. Probably didn't even get enough money of what it was worth, because now it's an area that's worth multi-millions of dollars. And who is there? White people. But we had the shit. And the people that were there, they owned the shit. But somebody came through and said, I'll give you, and I'm just quoting numbers, $80,000 when they knew that it was worth so much more. And don't give me that they didn't know. Because my mother, yes, I'm talking about my mother, so fuck you. You know who I'm talking to. Said, we need to keep this house because it's going to be worth something at some point. Nope, everybody wanted their little bit of $20,000, $30,000, and that was more important to something that would be worth millions of dollars. You just had to wait. And you know, Black people don't like to wait. They want it here, they want it now, they want it immediately. Tell me I'm lying. They want it right now. And you can't always get what you want right then and there. Sometimes you have to wait. That's how the stock market works. You're not going to get it right then and there. That's how 401k works. You're just not going to get it all right then and there. You have to wait. You cannot spend every dime that you get. How are you ever going to grow it if that's what you're doing? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know shit.
Predominantly white school to show that I'm a
power. There's power in numbers, and when we come together, we accomplish a lot of things. So
that's my.
I get your point.
Yeah.
At the same time, this could be the time for us to come together again and really do it the right way this time and show people, hey, in numbers, you know, there's power, and when we come together, I mean, we're resilient people. We've gone through so many different things, so I think
I'm gonna need somebody to tell me when we got together. Last time it looked like we got together was for Cam with the 92%. When else have black people gotten it together, Bueller? Tell me. Obama? So it's only every 4 years where they come together? Bueller? Anybody? Is it just me? Is there something else that I'm missing that happened? I'm just asking questions. Shout out to WREM. I appreciate you, honey. Said looks like a y'all looks like a toilet brush that went bad. We trying to be serious here. Y'all ain't ish, okay? Y'all ain't ish. Shout out to everybody who is here. I see you. I appreciate you.
And for those who find themselves frustrated seeing all of this happen, is there any action that they can take? Lawful action. When you see the disappearance of DEI, you're seeing books being banned, you're seeing mass deportations.
Our history being wiped out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, Isaiah, about the history being wiped out and books being banned. Most of the stuff that I learned from Black history was outside of the classroom. So you can ban a book all you want in elementary school. I learned all this on my own. My father made me go to the library every 2 weeks and check out books and tell.
There you go. There you go. Listen, I was made to do book reports. Me and my sister both. And it wasn't for school. Just because y'all don't want to teach it, not y'all. Just because y'all don't want to teach your kids and you think the school that you know ain't shit, ain't about shit, ain't teaching shit, the lowest scores in the world, and you want to complain about the Department of Education that ain't educating your damn kid, and you ain't educating your damn kid. Then they out here gremlinizing. Then you get people like Mr. Lewis going to jail because you can't control your kid. I ain't getting started. Shout out to John Phillips. Thank you so much for another 10. He said, Messi, you can't do this again to me tonight. To the scotch I go, child. I'm going to bed on time tonight. Me too. What time is it? 7:30. I'm done by 8. I'm going to lay my black ass down, get away from this damn computer and this desk. But tomorrow, y'all, we are doing eviction night tomorrow. So I'm going to come on 6:15. And then when I'm done, we're going to go over to Full Drinking and Half Thinking because he comes on, or they come on, I apologize. They come on at 8:30 tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow is eviction night. It's going to be good. Be there or be square, all right? And then I'm off on Saturday because I'm going to go see my dad, all right? And see what's going on at Reagan National Airport. So I hear you, John. I hear you. Thank you so much, honey. Shout out to TQS. I appreciate you. He said, that looked like some wall. TQS, we are trying to concentrate. Stop this. Y'all ain't ish, okay? Y'all ain't ish. Trying to keep me off. He said, look like insulation that felons. Stop this. Stop this. Stop this. Stop this. I'm done with this. All right, moving on, child. Moving on. Where are we going? Hold on. Let's look at this Tiffany Henyard shit. Hold on. Let me find it. Here we go. So yeah, it's still Isaiah because he had to talk about it. So that's 2 Isaiahs in a row. So this is good because I was tired of her anyway. And y'all need to refocus. Okay. Is this our America? Mayor involved in a fight at the Illinois meeting. Oh, no.
Now to this, we've seen our fair share of heated city hall meetings, but nothing quite like this. Tuesday's meeting at the Thornton Township in Illinois went far left, developing into an all-out brawl. Even Thornton Mayor Tiffany Henyard got involved. Is this our America?
But I heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so now you've been a half-ass mayor. And I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would better take a vote and we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie. Be the new member of Congress. So all those in favor say, all those against it, say nay. All those in favor say aye.
Wow. Witnesses say the fight started after an activist that you saw there insulted Thornton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. According to reports, Henyard's boyfriend confronted that activist and punches were thrown soon after. Police were there to break everything up. And right now, there's no clear word if anyone was arrested. Joining us to talk about this craziness, Texas State.
Anybody been arrested yet, Bueller? I ain't seen nobody arrested. I believe Jedediah got a restraining order, though.
Representative Jolanda Jones and Darian Lewis from the Monica Lewis School of Etiquette. First of all, let's talk about how the activists talked to the mayor there. Your thoughts on that?
Completely unforgivable, disrespectful, unethical, and unprofessional. We must realize that when we're in a public space, yes, we can express our dissatisfaction. We should address the problem, but we should never make it a personal attack on the person. And when you do that, you cross the line. There's no situation or circumstance where you can insult someone or hurl an insult at someone and not expect a reaction. So to do so and think that that person or other people are going to just idly sit by is unrealistic. And so what we see right now is this man disrespecting this woman in an open format and expecting that
there's no reaction, what happens after is a direct result of his actions. And so as a society, we have to be very, very mindful of the way.
Oh, did he just blame Jed? Did he just blame Jed? Oh no, just like somebody on the Dalton page blamed Melanie Jongsma, however you say her name, that said that no, you can't blame Jed. I don't appreciate her blaming Jed. About to turn on the Lansing Journal.
In which we conduct ourselves, because the more and more we allow this to happen, the more and more we make this acceptable and tolerable, which is the standard of etiquette. It's a social construct. So if you continue to allow this behavior, it will become the norm. And that can happen.
State Representative Jones, there's no hiding this. They're all black people there. Do you think those black
no, are you allowed to say that? Oh yeah, Isaiah Black. All right.
individuals would talk to a white mayor that way compared to a black female?
So I think they were very disrespectful to her. But I used to sit on city council and I used to sit on the school board, and they are equal opportunity talking about you and being disrespectful.
That is true. Because if you ever watch the way that they talk to Brandon Johnson, oh, they light that ass up. They light that ass up. Okay. He actually does well standing there taking it, though. I'm just saying. Shout out to Zeroic. I see you in the building. He said local politics sure looks interesting if you're in Dalton. It looks something, child. It looks something.
But you're hearing foul words, curse words there, the B word there.
And the A word. Yes, I heard that. But the truth is the Constitution allows you a First Amendment right. You could actually
But how likely is it? That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, I've heard it myself being elected, but some governmental entities try to micromanage it, right? Like on the school board, they say you can't say this, and this. And in fact, when they tried to micromanage whatever I said I was going to sue them because you don't give up your First Amendment right. So even though etiquette would require that you speak professionally, you don't have to. But I mean, I actually thought I was watching an episode of like The Oval. I thought I was watching a Tyler Perry show because she kicked off her
Jerry
shoes.
Springer.
She kicked off her shoes like Fantasia and ran and tried to duke it out with men. And what I was surprised about as an elected official myself, who's had people come up and not been happy with what I said. So we are.
See Tiffany fly back in there. Look at our girl. She flew in there for her man, for my man. Love my man. That's my man. He my man, child.
What I was surprised about as an elected official myself, who's had people come up and not been happy with what I said. So we are happy when they praise us. We need to be grown enough to take it when they say negative stuff about us. And the people that love you, the people that support elected officials, no, people gonna say stuff about us. You cannot react to that. And so I was shocked that her boyfriend was trying to duke it out. And I was surprised that she got up from the table and ran, kicked off the shoes and dove in. Then she fell. Then she lost her wig. She hit her head on the table.
It was a lot going on.
And so I just think that it was unbecoming.
Yes.
And so when you have a situation like that,
Did we get a shot? I didn't know she really lost the damn wig. I thought that wig stood up the test of time, child. I thought it stood up. Woo! Somebody got to send me that video. Shout out to TQS. I appreciate you. He said Brandon Johnson take more than just in. Stop this! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, TQS. Shout out to Paul in the building. Shout out to Paul, friend of the show, always, always, always. He said Tiffany and her goons, that would be Lurch and them, had planned the chaos and tried to schedule it before closed session when the trustees fired Kamal and William Moore. I don't know. There was a lot going on there. Jed did say a lot. But Tiffany said, that's my man. You my man. Love my man. She ran out. She came through there fast. Yo, you remember when Clark Kent used to turn into Superman? Child, she turned into Super Tiffany quicker than Clark Kent turns into Superman. She was like Flash damn Gordon getting up there to her man.
if your elected official that you may have in office is that bad, is that the way you should handle it, though?
No, she should not. She shouldn't have done it. I mean, if it was so serious,
she's accused of being that bad by the activists.
Right, but what precipitated this was Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, had done an audit of her as mayor and found out a bunch of impropriety. So the people were there talking about that, right? And so, but I mean, I've gone back and I've looked at this. This lady is very incendiary anyway. She talks crazy to people too. I've seen it from the table. So I think in order to get people to respect you, you got to respect them. Exactly. I heard some stuff she was saying.
Oh, we know that that's not going to happen. We all know that that's not going to happen. So Paul is confirming that Tiffany took off her shoes before she ran down the aisle. Well, that makes sense because those stilettos was like this. We saw her when she walked in. It's like, ooh, child. But he said her wig stayed on. Oh, we refuted because people are certainly out here talking about her wig came off. I'm like, we watched it in slow-mo. I ain't seen no wig come off. So shout out for the confirmation. We appreciate you.
And about people throwing major shade and shutting them down. So it looks like
there's
that this is
wrong
just on both sides.
Yeah, and so that's what we're talking about, that sense of decorum. You know, when you have, when you're expected to give respect, you also have to receive that same respect. It's a reciprocal. And so that's what Yolanda and I are saying. You know, yes, it was wrong, but you cannot completely overlook the fact that this has been the pattern of behavior that has been perpetuated over and over and over. And so this was the culmination of all of that animosity, all of that mismanagement, everything coming to a head. Now, this is not the way in which you should behave in a normal setting. So everybody watching, please do not show up into a board meeting and think that this is going to be tolerated. This will not.
Please don't go to the local corner store and come back with your weapon because you got to pay a 10-cent deposit. Don't then go get your wife who works for the government to come in with her weapon and get a man to get down on the ground on his knees. Because lest we not forget, it's not just Tiffany Wilden. It's not just Tiffany Wilden out here. Shout out to Chantal. And what the hell it is that she up to? How come nobody is talking about her the way they talk about Tiffany? Paul says that she ran with her microphone. I heard. I ain't seen no white microphone. I saw that wig though. Woof! It was like woof. And somebody said Jed had a microphone. Yeah, Jed took the microphone off of the podium too. Now I don't know if he hit anybody with it, but we definitely saw him take it. Shout out to TQS. I'm almost scared to look, child. What in the world are you doing now? Hold on. He said, oh, look, it's Cisco. Child. Oh, my. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. That dude looked just like her, though. Oh my God, twinning. TQS, you ain't shit. Twinning. I cannot. Look at that. Twinning. This lady is pretty though. Come on now. This woman is pretty with her hair, even with her hair and everything and her spiders. She looks really nice. Stop this, y'all. Stop this. Come on, child.
I'd be tolerated in Houston, Texas. I can promise you that. Yeah, it would be a completely different way.
Hands are thrown. I mean, I've seen it in HIC school board meetings where people left in handcuffs.
Exactly.
And they did a lot less than that.
Right. And so do you think what you've heard and the investigations and the audits, do you think this mayor should step down to bring the community back together? Or should she just stay there through her term and then call it quits?
I think the best way to get rid of somebody is an election, right? And so that's what I think. You know, if the people don't want it, they should vote her out. And also, I will tell you, in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. There has been no trial. There's been no conviction of her. And the truth is, some people lie, right? And so
people have the power to exercise their right to vote.
So, you know, if you want to get rid of her, vote her out.
That's right.
Don't slug her out. But again, you know, I used to run track. I was on the USA track team. She was doing some high knees, baby. She was doing some Fantasia, kicking off her shoes, and then but she lost to the dudes.
All right, that's the end of that. Shout out to them, child. Shout out to TQS for the laughs. Y'all ain't shit. All right, and we love it over here. Shout out to everyone that is here. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Live from New York. I appreciate you. He said, I still can't get over how Tiff made slow motion look like fast forward. Yes, that's how fast she was going. And I said going. She flashed fucking Gordon, y'all. Flash Gordon. All right, that was funny. Shout out to Cisco. How do you come up with this so fast? I can't stand you. I cannot stand you. Yo, let me see what else I got for y'all. That might be it. Cause child, I'm gonna make me get in the bed. Oh, I had some crime is down. Hold on. No, with that. Cisco. Let's do one more. Let's do this the Cisco child Costco video, and then the federal funding video from Trump, and I think we've done. Oh, and I do have one crime is down. So this says shoppers support Costco for doubling down on DEI efforts with boycott NBC New York. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you so much. He said, I still can't. Oh, we already read that, but thank you. Yes, I appreciate you. And then we can't even have it as a drop. So I guess Alicia Nicole, shout out to her, is getting all the credit and everything. Maybe that was her video that we were watching. But if you saw when Isaiah put it up that she was given the credit for it. So shout out to her for that notoriety. Hopefully it goes the way that she needs to. And maybe she's getting money from all those videos. But I took it out. Nah, that's all right. I'll be all right. I'll wait till the next video.
It is Saturday. A lot of people doing their shopping, some of them specifically choosing Costco after other companies ditched their diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Our Brittany Miller spoke to shoppers today in Harlem.
Brittany!
This wasn't your average trip to the grocery store. Every purchase had a purpose. We're going to shop where we're wanted. 100 members of the National Action Network joined Reverend Al Sharpton to shop at Costco in support of the company's commitment to diversity.
So what they gonna do next month or 2 weeks from now when it's time to go back? Is he gonna keep giving y'all money to shop there?
And inclusion. Shareholders recently voted against a proposal to assess the risks.
This is not a boycott. This is a boycott, where we are buying into companies that are supporting DEI measures.
This comes days after President Donald Trump signed an executive order to get rid of DEI programs.
Of course, the white woman wants it. She benefits the most.
Related documents on websites like the U.S. Office of Personal Management are gone. An HBCU conference at Rutgers University funded by the Department of Labor was canceled. The president has also called for all federal DEI staff to be put on paid leave and eventually laid off.
DEI started to gain traction after the killing of George Floyd. Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race needs to be dealt with.
Recently, Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's, and Meta have all rolled back their policies. The latest company to ditch DEI is Target.
I think many of them are realizing that these DEI programs were unfair. We find out when it's actually implemented, it's more like a discrimination.
It's not true at all. DEI programs basically prevent us from going backwards to a time when white supremacy and white straight men ruled the law of the land.
Goodbye. White woman, goodbye. Yo, don't she sound like she just came off of Tickety Talk or in Black Twitter and just regurgitated what she heard the black people. Woo! We are not going back. Yo, that was her Cam speech for when she voted for Kamala. She definitely voted for Cam. Girl, let's hear that again, child, because you sounding crazy. Come on, child. Go on, white woman. Come on, white woman.
Discrimination.
It's not true at all. DEI programs basically prevent us from going backwards to a time when white supremacy and white straight men ruled the law of the land.
So a non-law is keeping us from going back to white supremacy. A non-law is keeping us from going back to Jim Crow too. Girl, you about to say Jim Crow. Let me let her say it.
So we are trying to prevent that pushback, which is clearly happening in this administration right now.
And this isn't the end of the...
It's clearly happening in this administration right now after 1 damn week. Shout out to Donald Trump. Yes, Michelle, that whole white woman just said that. She clearly got black women friends, child. She clearly has black women friends, okay? She was programmed to say this. That was her speech when she was trying to get people to vote for Cam. I promise you. Sounding crazy. Sounding full damn crazy. Not even half. Full damn effing crazy, child. Just like that woman that was sitting there talking to what's his name in Baltimore, talking about the crime. Black children are affected the most, bitch. Shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear your mouth once you get knocked over the fucking head, okay? Make sure you keep that same energy. Keep in Baltimore, keep that same energy, child. Oh, come on, cute black girl.
Their call to action, Reverend Al Sharpton says over the next 90 days, they'll identify businesses who have abandoned those DEI policies and boycott them. In Harlem, Brittany Miller, News 4 New York.
Keep following Al fucking Sharpton. Child, I'm not getting riled up again. Moving on, child. Moving on. How a federal funding freeze would impact New York City organizations. Shout out to New York. Don't forget, y'all, tomorrow is eviction night, and I'm sure New York will be top of list of places we have to visit. Shout out to Trent in the building. I appreciate you, hun. He said, Lord have mercy, MSD queen equals I see y'all, hashtag MSG gang. Don't start. Anyway, TQ, I said, Michon, we don't have enough weed to get through 2025. We need to find some because it's going to be, it's only what's the date? Tomorrow is finally the end of January. Cool Man said he likes Sam's Club or Costco. I don't even go to BJ's. I go to BJ's for gas and go to Aldi. I'm going to Aldi. I go to Sprouts too, but Aldi is a little bit more affordable. I do not go to Walmart. I do not go to Target. I'm going to Amazon. Anyway, let's hear about this federal funding confusion, which Trump did, I think, 48 hours ago. And everybody who was on food stamps was having a fit because, oh my God, how are we going to feed our family? Work.
VENMO is the city's largest provider of shelter and supportive housing. And we are joined this morning by WIN's president and executive director, Christine Quinn, to discuss her organization and how it's being impacted.
Turn the volume up.
So thank you so much, Christine, for being here.
You know, we know that if this had gone in place, we would have lost immediately close to $5 million for permanent housing. Everyone says they don't want shelters. That would have been for permanent housing. But
I should have saved this for tomorrow for eviction night.
But if it had also cut the pass-through money, the money the federal government gives to the Department of Homeless Services that gives to us, we don't even know what the number would have been.
And how many families then would that have impacted through your organization?
Could have affected putting hundreds of families into permanent housing out of shelter, and 30 to 40.
Why they showing black people why they talking about this? Why they only showing black kids when they talking about this? I'm sensing a little bit of racism.
30% of homeless families need what we call supportive housing. It's permanent, but we have caseworkers, social workers on site, people who need a little extra help to thrive independently. It's a well-known model developed actually by the federal government, and this really would have cut 34% of our permanent housing budget.
Wow.
We're talking about would have, could have,
Yes,
but
and
did
may.
not, and may. But many are feeling this could be a warning shot. So how does WIN-NYC prepare for a worst-case scenario?
Well, we're keeping all of our donors informed, letting them know that we may have to go back to them and say, we need your help.
Go back to the donors to get some money instead of depending on the government. Go back to the donors. How about that? That's a crazy thought. Should have stayed there. This is the same difference, even if it's like a organization, a corporation, a LLC, whatever the hell it is. It's the same difference. You're going to depend on the government. And so y'all got to worry about every 4 years or maybe every 8 years, something changing. Like I was asking my friend who worked for the federal government, I'm like, this shit changes every time there's a change of the guard. You got to be worried about what they doing. I can't handle that. At least the CEOs of corporate America typically stay there, except for Wells Fargo, because they got issues. But that's a whole different live stream. Shout out to Prince Elian in the building. I see you. I appreciate you, hon. He said, oh, what? Folks who say they aren't racist and black folks out here begging for racist policies. Where they do that at? In the United States of America. Ghetto. Child, America is ghetto, child. America is ghetto. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, hon. He said Savior Complex is at a max level. Child. This freeze frame is thumbnail worthy. You know what? Shout out to TQS for being helpful a little bit tonight. Let's see. Got it. Thank you so much. Come on.
We need to generate this funding. But a group like WIN, we're in a better place because we're larger. We can have a little bit of latitude to figure things out. But smaller groups who don't have the same donor base, they could really be facing, and I don't mean to be dramatic, closing their doors.
Yeah, are you preparing them for this worst case scenario?
Absolutely. I mean, we immediately began communicating with our leadership, with our donors, because this came out of the blue. It's not like the Trump administration is going to ramp things up. That's not what they're like. Now, all of that said, I am really encouraged that you immediately saw a national response. People from across the political spectrum responded, really understood the impact to all kinds of services and pushed this back.
Child, the only reason they got pushed back is because of the judge. The only reason this got pushed back is because of the judge, because Trump is going to go forward somehow, some way. He going to make it happen, allegedly. But listen, they said it's not going to affect Section 8 and food stamps, so y'all safe for now. But I got a feeling that there's going to be some sort of a change coming. I could be wrong, but I'm not. Anyway.
That's encouraging. So if they try it again, I think we'll see more of that.
But how long could you survive without that federal funding?
It would be very difficult, particularly with our permanent housing. Very difficult.
You mentioned $5 million. I want to turn now to the ICE raids happening across the tri-state area and the city, of course, too.
Shout out to ICE.
Are you prepared for ICE potentially coming to your shelter spaces?
We have done a lot of preparing. We have trained our security staff. We have trained our social services staff. You know, the last time Trump was president, I showed up at one of the WIN shelters. And, you know, people will assume that when ICE comes, they come with the proper legal documentation. That's not true. They often show up with a document that looks like a warrant, but is not signed by a federal judge. That's what happened when they came to our shelter. With the support of the Department of Homeless Services, we turned them away and they left. So we have trained everyone on that protocol, and we believe we're as prepared as we can be. But, you know, obviously, if somebody is a criminal we're not going to stand in the way of them getting arrested and deported. But what this rhetoric and these mass deportations have done is strike fear in the hearts of those individuals who are not criminals, are law-abiding, and came here because they were fleeing terrible poverty.
As they're showing the Treinta de la blah, 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 blah gang. Who they got on up out of here, but I thought it wasn't a real story. I thought it really wasn't happening. Y'all remember we talked about that? That's not true. You don't know.
Sex trafficking, gun and gang violence, and they are now looking around the corners in fear every day. And many, if not most of these individuals are people who would have qualified for asylum or temporary protective status or are witnesses to a crime and could have gotten a U visa. This is not the way to help these individuals become Americans.
And a lot of those folks feel so helpless right now and alone.
Yep.
But your organization, you're collaborating with others.
Do the Black people remember when they felt abandoned and alone when they started coming over here? And for instance, Chicago, and they was giving them all of everything and money, and in New York, they was giving them mopeds and money and food stamps and everything else. How soon they forget? Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe that's part of the problem. Now I see that you're saying illegal is not criminal. Doesn't the word illegal mean that you did something that was not legal? Why do we have to equate it to criminal? Illegal means that you didn't do something legally, right? Child, if we don't know, nobody knows. Because, child, we got our girl to let us know.
Illegal.
Huh?
Illegal. Why give me? Illegal. What kind of shit is that?
We know illegal over here. Shout out to Big Tiff. Shout out to Bernie's book tour. I appreciate you. He said it's hilarious having a Black family when for the last 3 years we've seen who the funding has been going to. What women? Child, just think people don't want to look at what the facts are. Just go by what you think and what you feel. Just like the lady from the with the lion's hair. Talking about, oh, well, I was surprised that Black people purchased Harley Davidson. Ignorant. I'm surprised that Black people really don't buy Fords. Ignorance. What the fuck? Just saying stuff that don't even make sense. And that's who y'all following? Not y'all. I hope not. Some of y'all clearly from some of the comments today, child. But we welcome everyone here as long as you don't give me a hard time, because, child, I will call you out. I don't give a fuck whether you're a channel member, whether you donate. I don't give a damn if I've known you from the beginning. You want to break bad with me? I got you. Come on, child.
Yes. With an effort, right? Project Hope?
Yes. So we've done two things. One, Project Hope. The federal government is
Keep hope
funding
alive,
a
child.
180-day plan put out by the Conservative Heritage Foundation. We've countered that with Project Hope, a long list of things the city and state can do to protect New Yorkers from the Trump administration's worst efforts. Also, we're joined together with the New York Legal Assistance Group, and we've created a legal clinic. And we have been putting migrants through the legal process so they can get status and stay here legally.
Quick question for you.
That's
New York is a
nice.
sanctuary city.
Yes.
Are they using the government's money in order to help illegals get asylum? Is that what they doing then?
Some feel, what they've seen these past few days, that may not be actually enforced. In your experience, what would you tell those who have questions about where they stand in terms of safety in the city now?
Well, I would tell them to work closely with social service providers that they're affiliated with. I would tell them to reach out to one of the myriad of legal groups, New York Legal Assistance Group, Legal Aid Society, to get guidance on what they can do. Be careful of scammers. There are people who will present themselves as immigration lawyers who are not. But I want people to know the rhetoric sometimes you hear from leadership is not who New Yorkers really are. And there are people supporting you who want to help you.
All right, Christine, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Yeah, thanks, Christine. Cha. Oh, goodness. Anyway, shout out to Your Excellence Sir for another 5. Thank you so much, hon. He said one of the many synonyms for illegal is criminal. Case closed. I mean, I'm not saying that they all criminals, but can we go live in the Caribbean without documentation and letting them know and paying money and all that type of stuff? I'm thinking no. From what I've seen, it's not possible. So I don't know why the bleeding heart is around here when everybody's complaining about the milk is high and the eggs is high and they can't afford shit. They can't go here. They're getting kicked out. They living homelessly and going to the damn Planet Fitness. But all the sympathy and sympathy. Child, don't get me started. One more, and I'm done. Let's do Crime is Down. All right, let's do Crime is Down. Where is Gastonia? Queen City, is that in New York? Oh, it looks like it's in North Carolina. So teen suspect in Gastonia Red Rum case denied bond. Okay, I have seen this already, but let's take a look at this. Maybe we'll do Crime is Down on Sunday. Child, ain't no crying in Red Rum. Child, ain't no crying in Red Rum. What are we crying for, child? What are we crying for?
First at 5, a 16-year-old learns he will not be getting bail after being charged with murder. Sean Simpson is accused of killing 16-year-old Zaquavius Dawkins and also accused of trying to kill someone else Sunday night in Gastonia. Well, Simpson is now being charged under a law change which allows 16 and 17-year-olds.
Hey, girl, I like that dress. You go, girl.
To be charged as an adult in certain crimes. But that did not make things any easier for anyone involved today, as you just saw. As Derek Dellinger reports right now, the hearing only lasted a few minutes, but it was tough for both families.
The family of the victims, Zaquavius Dawkins, they were in court and they were quite emotional about what happened. You have to realize this is one of their first chances to see the teen accused of killing him. Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes.
Gotta know the law.
There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court made him as a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges.
Stand up!
Considering the relevant charges,
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins anytime soon.
Court made him as a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood that he lives in.
Now this is tough to watch. Him? Fuck that nigga, okay? Because he wouldn't cry one fucking bit if his ass was getting out. Not one damn bit. I thought you was tough, gangsta, like somebody just said.
Tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult.
Y'all ain't shit. Shit. Oh, Lord.
Adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him. A grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court made him as a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins
family. Shout out to Mr. Woolman. Woo, child. Oh, we gotta use this more often, clearly.
Concerning the charges,
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood that he lives in. It affected everybody.
Her grandson overcoming health issues as a baby and eventually playing football at Ashbrook High School. In recent days, and even after court Wednesday, Dawkins' family could not help but tell us how kind he was.
He was sweet. He was kind. He would do anything for anybody.
Which has made this all the more tough. But there's a realization here from Dawkins' family that justice must come, even for a suspect that's so young.
He is really young, and he took an innocent life, which was a part of me. I felt bad, you know, but I mean, you know, you out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences.
Simpson's next court date is set for February, though we're told he could be indicted by a grand jury before then, but he will remain in jail given the charges. At the Gaston County Courthouse.
All right, Derek. Shout out to Derek for bringing it to us. Already said technology was not meant for this, but we done found a way to make it so much more fun. Yo, don't let that reporter be trying to, this was so hard to watch. No, it's not. Because your ass needed to be monitored or whatever, and now you going to jail. You're being held accountable as you effing should. We tired of it. They didn't think that law, I guess, was going to go into effect. Things is going to change around here, and he going to learn one way or damn another, child. I ain't got no empathy or sympathy. Rest in peace to that young man, though, and prayers to his mama and auntie, because, child, they the ones that need it. I was waiting for a good mama to come through. Not my baby. That's what I thought we was about to see, child. Let me thank Supreme 10. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. His good mama felt her. Not my baby. You read my mind. Oh, shit. Y'all, it is 7:59. I did that. We did that. Shout out to y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. I is done, child. Done. Child, I'm about to get into the bed and just wild out and watch TV and chill out because, child, I is tired. All right. Shout out to everybody who is here, who donated today. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to every single channel member. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you to all of the mods. Thank you for all that you do. Shout out to TQS from Ascending from the Heavens, my girl Nicole, and every other mod. Thank you so much. Again, tomorrow we're going to do eviction night, probably starting around 6:20. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So make sure you are here. Then we're going to go on over to Full Drinking and Half Thinking because they'll have a show tomorrow night as well. So y'all make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. 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 Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Carry on. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Hold up. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce, 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 party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce.